Bergamot. Axe love bergamot. News kuan bago na scent sa Axe. Mag dark chocolate ako pero basin strong sa tayo. Umot man siya pang chill night siya.
Where did you even get Mr. Beast Feastables? They have Mr. Beast? Yeah.
Vegetables.
Rip off, bro. Or what the chocolate is. I ain't surprised.
Yeah, syempre vegetables kun.
I mean, it's because it's Mr. Beast. Like, he's trying. I don't think he really. I think there's a story behind the Feastables. I forgot. If there was one, I can't remember. Because I think half of it goes to a charity. I don't think he makes like all rev from the Feastables.
Kuan ba siya, di ba? Mag-partner siya sa Charlotte Hornets nga kuan. O isa siya sa major ano ba?
Yeah, it always goes to some charity. So that's the one thing people love about him. No, I think. Yeah. That was a password. All right, boys and girls.
Ganit, brother.
Sorry. So, if you're wondering why we have festive hats, by the way, this is my New Year episode. We're live, right? We're good. We're good, right? So this is my New Year's episode. I didn't get to join you guys last week for the New Year's episode. I'm back. Right now, also Jax is not here. He is coaching the under-15 team that's on their way to Manila. Jax is somewhere, coach.
Yeah.
He's a little bit. He's actually being coached, Jax. Is it grassroots? Is it grassroots? And these grassroots programs. See, this is why I told you the story earlier. Like, I feel so bad. I feel like crap.
What's na liga?
We can't say it because the reason why it's set up is kind of a secret.
Okay.
Like, nobody can really know about it too much. He's helping the SBP kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is something really cool to look forward to. And again, if you're wondering why we have festive hats on, he has a solid brown feathery hat. I got a solid yellow hat, and of course Neil, ironically, is wearing a rainbow hat. That makes a lot of sense. Love wins. Love wins in the world of Neil Ramos. I love it.
That's green, by the way.
Very excited. We need to confirm. We will be doing one of the episodes next week. We will have a special guest
Next week
in
ba?
honor.
Next week na ba?
Is it next week? No, it's not next week.
Not yet, boy.
Sometime around before the third Sunday, as the calendar is being pulled up. Actually, yeah, that's correct. It will be next week. If I'm not mistaken.
18.
It is next week. It is the next episode.
Dili 18 siya abot.
18 siya dumating, and then 18.
18 din kuan it's like Thursday yata.
Wait, 1, 2. Kasi yung pangatlong Sunday is the 19th. That's already sinulog.
18 mo siya abot.
18 siya dumating. So wala na siya dapat by the next Thursday. So 16 dapat
16,
mag-episode tayo
okay.
unless she's here earlier.
Okay.
Tama ba? Yung pag-intindi ko kanina. 18 onwards. Ibig sabihin, nandito pa siya for 1 week.
Pwede.
So we can probably ask her about her Cebu experience, lechon, all that stuff. Yeah, it was her birthday actually. Sorry, I was gonna say congratulations. You don't get congratulations. Ironically enough, I don't really see the relevance between the two, but one's an overweight.
The eyes.
You know, the eyes? No, the eyes. Do you look into Coach Jack's eyes and then say it looks like Azzy's?
Ikot man ni Coach Jack.
Weirdo.
Shut up.
Alright, so Alan, Mr. Longbomb. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. I think it's a very hot topic right now. But before that, again, festive season here in Cebu. It's already starting because I come from Talisay, Chan, and the traffic is already horrendous. People are already going to the Shrine of Senior Santo Niño, paying respects, doing the whole Medina thing. Oh, super.
Gabi is now. We're gonna do the what do you call that? The whole week of going to Santo Niño, which would cause a lot of traffic in the Metro Cebu
What do you call that?
area.
Bato Balani. Yeah.
I've grown up in Cebu my whole life, so
Have you tried the NSTTCWTS during Saturdays?
Oh my
like,
God,
you're gonna
yeah.
hold the rope,
hold the rope. You gotta. Oh my goodness.
and some mother would just ask you, "Dong, palabang ako, Bigay. Mag-give it mo sila." And You're gonna try to let them cross, and the police officers would get mad at you for letting them.
And I'm just here to get grades. I'm not here paid to do this, man. It's ridiculous. So, a couple of comments early on. Niv Salas. This one's super funny because it happened last year. Baka si Derek Ramsey ulit yan, ha? Huwag niyo na i-play yung sounds na wow at nice. Because I remember it was Alan who did the podcast
because of the MCF thing.
By the way, Alan, it's not us who played, it's you.
Bernard Gremery. Oh, Boss Neil, your happy Thursday nights come to an end.
Yes.
Your worst nightmare.
The worst nightmares coming to life. So, stay tuned for that one. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week before. I don't know what Windsor has planned, but we are going to be ready for when we have our special guest come over. That's the only thing we know so far. That she will be here. We're talking about Azia Acosta. Not Derek Ramsey anymore, but did Derek Ramsey last year. The sponsor for Windsor. Right, the sponsor for Windsor, and now we're doing the secondary or the other ambassador for Windsor, which is Azia Acosta. So
It's gonna be a spicy night.
gonna be a good night. I think it's gonna be a fun night, and we're gonna get to ask her a lot of fun questions. Everybody in the watching the show now and who has followed the show, you can throw in your questions in the comments section. Ask Azia as many questions as you possibly can, and we'll throw them her way.
What are your shows on that streaming site?
I mean,
What movies?
what movies?
Check.
I don't know.
Is Neil Ramos qualified to be your leading man?
I don't know if he is. I don't know if he wants to be, but would you want to be? Would you want to be?
You know I have a partner, man.
You and your partner.
Work, Neil. It's work.
It's
Leading
work.
man yan.
You're not doing anything
You're
for
famous
real.
already because
True.
some people would ask pictures for you, and you got featured by Maiko.
Yeah,
So you're-
those are clean shots, bro.
You're a
Shots by Michael is new.
Yeah, he
They're
is.
new?
But he's one of the photographers for Sasafi, the Panalay leagues and everything. Yeah.
sort of just a
Shots are-
vlogger as well.
Shots are good.
Got it. So it is Thursday, and you know what that means? It's time for another episode of GST. We've officially taken over your Thursdays and made it the ultimate sports day for our Windsor Nation. Back in action, live in studio.
After 2 episodes.
After 2 episodes of letting Neil Ramos have his way, have as much fun and smiles as he could on this episode, on this Thursday, the demon comes back to haunt. I'm your hype man, Javelin Quinola. Hang out with me in the Sports Command Center are my guys to my left, the ever energetic, the ever coming with it every damn Thursday, Christian Montefalcon from Bucket Vault PH.
Yep. In RGC, every time the Lakers lost, Japheth would always comment, bad loss for the Lakers and that. And what would I reply? Okay lang yan, so long as hindi natalo sa Blazers.
I don't know why you're tripping on the Blazers. I thought if they lost like to the Hornets or something, that would have been worse.
Blazers were much worse than the Hornets though.
I mean, it depends. Depends on perspective. We're going to dig into that in a little bit. To my right-hand side is the rainbow crown-wearing voice of Court General, voice of Jack Sports,
Voice
Neil
of
Ramos.
MC.
Yep, what is up, guys? It's your boy Neil, and again, follow my page, Oops Up on Facebook. A lot of great contents na there. A lot of maybe
Better graphics.
Better graphics.
I'll give him credit.
Yep.
The graphics are
So-
better. I'm not going to hate on the graphics.
Hindi na yung
They're no longer
PWD.
manananggals and quacknits.
Hindi na PWD.
Yeah,
And you
PWD.
said you're the demon. I'm Constantine, man. I'm just
You're who?
Constantine.
You do know Constantine dies in the end.
It's fine. As long as I'm the hero. As long as I'm the hero, I can cross heaven and earth.
But I live for it.
I just ask help from the Justice League.
All right.
Who's Mike?
My mic.
Javid's mic.
Let me plug it in.
You're good at plugging in and plugging out.
You gotta make sure.
Yeah.
And things. We're your go-to crew for all the latest and greatest in the action-packed world of sports.
GST is the place to be, bringing you the buzz, the beats, and of course, the ball in action.
For 2 weeks, I haven't stated this line.
Why not? You were not here too?
Because after the Christmas episode and the New Year's episode, like, we didn't follow the script. So, grab your snack, kick back, let's dive in head first. Grandslam style.
And with that, we're starting the balik mic.
No, it's Aubrey.
Ay, Aubrey, balik. All right, and with that, we're starting today's episode with Game time! Here's how you can score big tonight. Mike next. Oh, Aubrey next.
Why you keep on looking for Mike?
Alright, here's how you can score big tonight. Share this live, take your best shot against the NBA player and drop your answers and wins your ID number below. The first one to comment with the right answer takes home the win.
We got 3 games of guess to play.
Yeah, picture, okay.
So we got 3 games, and one of those games is guess the AI generated picture. Basically, the AI will generate a picture pertaining to an NBA player through his nickname. So you guys gonna guess. The first one to guess would win the Windsor credit.
But the catch is you have to tune in when your name is called. Once your name is picked from the wheel of names, you have 10 seconds to comment hashtag watch and wins here to make it to make you the official winner. Now let's cut to the chase. First, show us the NBA trivia.
The script is all over the place. You said
It's
something totally different. Oh my god. All right, here we go.
Guys, we have 3 games, and yung sinabi ni Neil is para sa Duck Race.
Yep. All right, so this one, let me go ahead and tell you what the image looks like. It is a bunch. So we're looking at something that is from the United Kingdom. It's London. It's a tower in London that houses a clock.
And some Pokeballs.
Why? I don't know why there are Pokeballs.
I don't know, clock or whatever that is.
I'm assuming the ball. I don't know what the balls represent. If there was a trash can, and then a ball, and like mental health, I'd get it. I would be able to guess this right away. Somebody said Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama is a very fair guess, but that's not the right answer. Somebody said Ben Wallace. That is also not the answer.
So
but you're close.
Yet. Too far.
Close. Very close. Why this is Stephen Curry? Maybe because of what happened in the Olympics. That's a fair guess.
Yeah. Maybe.
Damian Lillard is also a fair guess.
Because of the colors.
Because of the collar.
Because of the time.
Yeah. Time.
David Robinson is about as far a guess as that could
Don't
possibly
worry,
be.
guys. When we did this, we
Right.
also were worse.
Not for me.
Because you have a clock and it's
Not-
interesting.
Did you answer this?
Not for me.
I didn't answer that during the time we played.
I mean, I know it's like big, but okay. And finally, we do have a winner, Nib Salas, 640-111-975. The answer is Ben Simmons.
If you watch a few episodes ago, this AI generated picture came out, and we were the one who answered it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And you lost too.
Somebody said Carl Anthony Towns, and somebody said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then somebody said Reggie Miller.
how?
Miller time, maybe.
Second question.
Oh, we have a second one. We're going to go
Or
second right now.
picture.
Maybe Miller because of the Miller time.
So we have the second picture.
All right, there's no answer, so we don't know the answer.
yeah.
What in God's green earth?
I think Neil answered
Yeah,
this.
that's the game winner right there.
You were not here.
I know what this is. Okay, so it's in Athens, it's in Greece.
I think
Yeah.
he is not here when we played the game.
Yeah.
right?
It's just me, you, and Coach Jax.
So there's a basketball, there's a pantheon, there is a semi-Greek god. Okay, I think this is pretty easy. Somebody said Jason Tatum.
Yeah, because of the green color. I think Christian answered that, Jason Tatum.
Donovan Mitchell. Somebody said Nick Claxton. What? All right, so our winner is Caleb Tan, 693.
I never answered.
Coach Jax answered Larry Bird.
Never answered because I don't like that game because I'm seated here
It's too far.
and it's too far for me to view the picture.
All right, the correct answer for this one is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The alphabet.
The Greek. Why is he the alphabet?
Having letters. No?
I don't know. I think it's corny. All right, so those are our first 2 winners for the night. Stay tuned because we have the comment of the night. Every one of our topics, feel free to chime in. Let us know your thoughts,
Your rants.
your rants, what have you. Chat GPT, plug it in. Whatever you're feeling tonight. As we go through our topics, let us know. We'll be more than happy to read them out. Well, let's get it. So, first topic is the hottest one. It's the hottest one. We got to talk about it. And
Yeah. Shout out to Joel Christian Liu.
shout out to Joel Lee, bro.
Thank you for doing it.
Thank you for doing what I think a lot. And we put out a video. It actually went pretty viral on TikTok. I actually enjoyed doing that video. So I'll start off with I'll start with you, Chad. And you said something online that I actually really agreed with. It's that just because you can do something does not mean you should. I actually really agree with that. So we're going to talk about, of course, what transpired in the Filipino Super League just a couple of days ago and what happened in the MPBL, I think about a month ago, where Jonah Renz Jacob, aka the Kobe ng Pinas, joined Team Binyan.
Yeah, it's the same league. Though.
Oh, it's in PSL. So the PSL is just a big ass joke then. So Jonah Renz Jacob, who identifies himself as a Kobe ng Pinas, joined that particular league. And then Mr. Longbomb, whom we had the chance to meet in the MCBL
And
celebrity
play
game
with.
and play with.
Ginawa tayong taga.
They were just handing off to him basically. So that, and for Harms Hui, who is now an official member of the PSL as well. All right, I'll get y'all opinions on this, and then we'll zero in on what the eventuality was, or what eventually happened. So, Chan, we talked about it. Just because you can does not mean you should.
Yeah, for sure. Anyone can join the pro leagues. I think the job of the Games and Amusement Board is ministerial only. So long as you can provide the necessary documents in order for you to get a professional license, then you can join the league. And nothing in the law prohibits you to join it. The thing there is, just because you can doesn't necessarily mean that you should do it. As John Renz Jacob and Harmsui, I think they're avid basketball fan. They're avid basketball fans, same as us. Like, all of us desire to play someday at a professional level. However, at some point you have to realize that it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices in order to be there. And parang ginawa nila yung easy way patungo doon. And it's so parang ginawa nilang joke yung professional basketball system ng Philippines. In fact, I also posted comparing these two social media personalities to Coach Mav Bautista. Mav Bautista have that background being varsity at FE for arguably a good player at this level. Coach some players, Coach Terence Romeo and Kit Jimenez at some point. So if Coach Mav Bautista really desired to do it, then probably he can compete at the PSL, but he decided not to because I think at his perspective he understands the sacrifices the person did in order to reach that point, and these two social media personalities parang ginawa nila kumuha ng gab license. Although I understand what PSL is trying to do.
I think it's
the
corny
marketing
though.
thing.
Yeah.
But if you want marketing, then why not get Gerald Anderson?
If you want marketing, just make a celebrity game.
Yeah.
Not hard to do.
I don't understand, and these players didn't play well. I really appreciate what Joel Liu did. Like he showed that this is a professional level. Hindi na to parang rec lang na kaya niyong tumira anywhere or anong gusto niyong gawin. Joel Liu showed Joel Liu welcome these two rookies in the Pro League. I think many of people were shocked on what Joel Liu did, but I think Joel Liu probably showed that the game needs to be respected, and that's why he really defended these players physically. So again, just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you can do it because
All right, hold on. I gotta clarify this. So I'm gonna read two comments before I go to you, Neil. For the business side, and Ma'am Jack, I understand why teams recruited Jonah and Harms. They just do it for the exposure and marketing strategy, not bad at all. If I were to a business or team owner, I'd like to recruit at least one trending social media personality. Look at what Windsor does. Did we do this? Did we? I need to validate this. Did we? Wait, ano? Sa PSL. Sino yung team natin? The Harms? Ni-sponsor din nila. No! was like, what? What?
Pero but we're merely sponsors though. Yeah, I saw Windsor. I saw Windsor. But the thing is, we Windsor did not hire. Or,
Well, we didn't recruit these guys.
Yeah, it's the team that recruited.
Did
these
we have a
guys.
say on who the lineups will be? Obviously not.
Okay.
Obviously not. But did we know that Harmsworth was going to be on the lineup? We did not as well.
Kasi
We were not informed.
we Windsor don't have any control as to who players or sino yung papalaruin ng Bataan Athletics. Yeah, I think
So here, I guess I have another question here. Because I went online and I thrashed this. I absolutely went to town on this topic. That's fine, right? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Brian's looking at me like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Mom Jack, I don't know, right? So, okay, let me talk to Neil about this. Neil, what is the problem here? What is this a problem, or are you okay with it?
Well, we're gonna have we're gonna need to look at the gray area in the middle, because well, first of all, let me have a quick story. Not really a quick story, but you know, John Arens Jacob, before when he was in the Brusco Bros in the YouTube side, he was funny. He was really playing basketball, but yun nga sinasabi nila, parehong kaliwa yung paa, walang footwork, and then after a few years has passed, he trained with Jolo Tamayo. If you're familiar with Jolo Tamayo and True Focus, he trained with a little bit with Coach Mav. He trained with, so Jonah really worked on his game, and he played in the the motivational X3. He played in the recreational league, and I can say that Jonah is so much better than Mr. Longbomb.
But should he be in a pro?
But here's the thing. I know Binyan can compete. I know Binyan can compete with or without Jonah, but maybe Binyan just got or just signed Jonah.
That's you. Got problems with the mics today, folks.
Neil started his statement.
I was like holding my breath for a
Me too,
sec. Okay, but I let him finish. To be fair to you, go ahead.
Bataan Athletics.
I think it was like 8 out of 40. Yeah, 8 out of 40. A lot of shots.
I remember Kareem.
I think everybody was a little annoyed.
Kareem and Marty.
Marty were there trying to talk. But Neil, let me ask you this. You don't have a problem with Jonah Renz being.
Yeah,
You don't have a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't have a problem with him.
Nope.
You don't. You really believe that he's okay being there.
It's okay. I'm not saying that it's a bad move for Binyan. I think it's okay. Or I'm not saying that makakadagdag ng kumbaga offensive firepower, defensive firepower for Binyan, but I'm saying it's okay that Jonah is there, because for everybody who's watching, Jonah is, and I'm a fan of Jonah, to be honest. I'm not ashamed of it. I watch all the YouTube videos. I watch all the the funny stuff Jonah made with with his Brusco Bros and anything. Jonah worked on his game. Jonah trained with Coach
Jolo
Mav,
Tamayo.
with Jolo Tamayo, and I can 100% confident to say that he's okay to be there. He's okay. Not saying he's great to be there. He's okay to be there. There's a difference.
You think
Mr. Longbomb though, on the other
I
hand,
think we can agree with Mr. Longbomb.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
We can
on
agree with Mr. Longbomb.
Mr. Longbomb, because yun nga, yung ginawa ni Joel Leo sa kanya, bininyagan agad eh. And I think that Joel Leo did the right thing, that this is not playtime anymore. This is not your league anymore, Mr. Longbomb or Jonah, but
Right. But okay, again, we can agree on Mr. Longbomb,
Yeah.
and that was. But here is where I don't really agree with either one of them being there. Because you said he's okay, and you said that neither, and I think we can agree. The reason why I say that, Neil, is because I know personally, I know so many guys who, and I talked about this in the video on TikTok. I know so many guys who jump from island to island to island, jump from or commute 8, 9, 10 hours on smelly buses, traveling from the furthest point of Luzon to the southernmost point of Luzon to the deepest trenches of Mindanao, sleeping on mattresses. They just sleep in mattresses. They don't even sleep in actual beds. Some of these guys, they sleep on mattresses. They wake up. They gotta put on a jersey. They gotta go ball in the Mayor's Cup here in some jungle in Mindanao, or in some weird far-flung area in Luzon, or some deep trenched area in Cebu, or in the Visayas. It's Bohol, it's Siquijor one day, next week it's somewhere else, it's Siargao. I don't know. My next contract is up in the air. But I do this, and to everybody watching, this is where I got a little annoyed at the thought of even one of these two being there, and even celebrities being there. Because do you understand what you're doing? Do you understand that because you have influence, because you have a following on social media, it is not enough that you practiced with a famous guy like Mav Bautista or Jolo Tamayo or a trainer. I don't know. I don't care. What I care about is, can you look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are better than, I'm gonna name some names, Neil. Are you better than JB Mantilla? Are you better than Shaq Imperial, who didn't get drafted to the PBA, currently playing Panalay? Are you better than Tansyong Bonganciso? Are you better than Vince Mengito? Are you better than Ian Ortega? Are you better? There's so many guys. Are you better than Shane Menina? Is there so many guys that even you? Are you better than Jeff Gudez? Are you better than Spencer? Are you better? You're not. The truth is you're not. So you're taking up a spot based purely not on basketball, but because you're a funny guy on the internet. You're a clown. You're not totoo. Don't ako nainis. You didn't earn your spot. You didn't put in the work. What you did was you contacted the boss. You were like, hey, ito yung following ko. It'll be great from a marketing perspective, but at the expense of you taking up that spot is somebody in a far-flung area deep in Mindanao wondering, boss, akala ko ako yung kunin mo. Ay hindi, kailangan namin ipasok tong personality para may clicks kami.
When Binyan did the tryouts.
Imagine!
Imagine Binyan did the tryouts, tapos let's say there are only 16 players left, and you have to cut that 16th player kasi need mo papasokin na rin.
Imagine if that was guys we knew. I cannot, and that's why I shout Joe. I actually know Joel Liu because he played in the Sunul Cup last year. So many guys, so many names, and I'm just talking about the commercial guys whom I know. I'm not even talking about the ex-Sasafi guys, the ex-NCAA guys, the ex-UAP guys. How this system works for everybody who doesn't know is it's on call. Tumawag lang sila yung mga boss. May broker sila o mga coach na kilala na yung mga players, sabihin nila, available ba o bakante ba tong player na to? Ngayon, sa PSL, kunwari itong team na to, nagsasabi na sila sa isang player na, sige bro or boss, ikaw yung kunin namin, pero teka lang, hindi pala tayo matuloy kasi kailangan ito, si Harmsoy papasukin lang muna namin ha, or si Jonah Renz Jacob. Imagine if you're trying out for this team, Neil. Let's say, Neil, You're an ex-Safi MVP. I'm not even talking about the guys like Wawi Escosio, Ray Suerte. All these guys in the past, Brian Heruela,
Paul Desiderio.
Paul Desiderio, they're not on these teams. But you're sitting on the farthest area of the bench. You're wondering, you need the opportunity, you need the playing time, but Jonah Renz Jacob is the one running the floor, eating up your playing time. Sa mga tao na andun na and established, okay, wala akong problema. My contract is not threatened here. But me, whom I know I can hoop, I know I can ball, I'm here because of basketball and my basketball skills. Not because of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I'm here because of my basketball skills. I gotta sit on the 16th on the farthest depths of the bench to watch this fool, this clown, ball and take up my spot when I know if this was practice, I would kill him and eat him alive. Unfortunate sa taong yun kasi hindi niya pwede mapakita kung anong talagang kaya niya.
2 minutes din. Longbomb plays
That
for
2 minutes matters, Chan. It matters. How many times the Jeremy Lin saga, Jimmy Fredette, Stephen Curry, Monte Ellis, so many stories in basketball, in sports where we've seen all it took was maybe 30 seconds for me to show you what I can do. The opportunity. Yun lang din doon ako kainis. Like when I really thought about it deeply kasi I've been in teams where naisip ko na bakit andun to? Kasi
I would agree with you.
anak siya ng sponsor o kilala niya yung si coach dati, yung mama niya, kilala ni ko, I don't know. But bakit siya andito? Bakit hindi ako naglaro? Kailangan siya palaro kasi ito banter, ganun. This is that, only to me it's more embarrassing because these guys are literally there just so that the league can gain exposure on YouTube.
Remember the man Pacquiao?
I don't have a problem with Pacquiao because
Playing the
Pacquiao is a
PBA.
national treasure.
Has to play when he has a chance to play in the PBA, he took it. It was drafted number 11 by the Kia Motors because if you can see Manny Pacquiao interviews, aside from boxing, he really wanted to be a pro basketball player. And
yeah.
and Manny Pacquiao did not really like pang nagtagal siya on the sa PBA, diba? He lasted for like 1 to 2 seasons, and that seasons or those seasons hindi pa niya nilagaw lahat. So that's what Daniel Orton was, if you remember Daniel Orton
Daniel
was
Orton.
was banned in the PBA because of the comments that how come a boxer play in the PBA, something like that. So
I think we were all okay with Pacquiao. I wasn't
Yeah.
mad at Pacquiao. I thought it was obviously for funny reasons, and Pacquiao just wanted to live his dream, and he technically owned the team.
Yeah.
Technically, he owned the Kia Picanto team. Pacquiao.
My point is, same goes with Jonah Renz Jacob and Harmsway. A lot of players who worked really hard wanted to just hear their names get drafted, but yeah, Manny Pacquiao was drafted 11th and was supposed to be slotted for. I understand he is a national treasure and stuff, but he worked not for basketball but for boxing. So I think when Daniel Orton made a statement, I understand where he is coming from. Just that he made that statement against a national treasure of the Philippines, so that's the problem there. But I think a lot of international news or sports news thought the PBA was a joke that time because Manny Pacquiao was drafted in basketball, the number 1 basketball association. Same goes with the PS right now. I think they get talked about, but the thing is when they get talked about, it's really negative and stuff like why Mr. Longbomb is here, and when the other games are not talked about also. Only those games where Longbomb and Jonah played, so somehow their goal about marketing really worked, but it's not good for basketball.
Nah, I just don't agree with it. I don't. So again, I didn't have a problem with Manny Pacquiao because he's a national treasure. I'll just give him his respect because he also backed off of it. Like I'm not really here for. Like if you really defended me, it'd be a different game. right? And a lot of us are actually very curious to see what he would do. I was personally curious to see what he'd do.
And
Pinalitan niya si Chris. Pinatira ni...
yeah,
Galit sa Yingyo.
and the only thing why Jonah was hated playing in the pro leagues because of his social media antics, like quote unquote Kobe ng Pinas. Let's just say hindi influencer si Jonah, and then kinuha siya ng binyan because of the hard work, the sacrifice he made for the team. Tingin nyo, he will be hated like that?
No, wait, there's a contradiction there.
Hindi sa makakalaro dyan.
Yeah, no, Neil, there's a contradiction there because even if he wasn't a YouTube personality, if we're gonna base it on his actual skill, he wouldn't even make the damn team. He wouldn't make a lot of teams, to be honest with you.
Or let's just remove the narrative na tinatawag niya yung sarili niya na Kobe ng Pinas. Because
I don't think it mattered.
yun lang yung hate ng tao sa kanya. Like, self-proclaimed Kobe ng Pinas eh.
But
But can he actually play?
Yes, he can.
He cannot play at a pro level.
He can play. That's why he can play,
At a pro level.
but maybe in the mid level.
Yeah,
that's why I said.
problem.
That's why I said it's
Jonah
it's
is
okay.
better than Jeff. Goodness.
That's why I said it's okay.
Are you saying that Jonah is better? Yeah, Jonah's better than Jeff.
Yeah. I'm not saying that.
Neil, what I'm trying to say is he doesn't deserve to be a pro.
I'm not saying that. The problem is yun nga sinasabi niyo. Yeah, Tanchong Buanciso, you have JB Mantilla and those type of guys. Ian Ortega, Jeff Goodes. You have those type of guys. But yun nga. The problem is,
does he deserve to be a pro?
The problem is, kinukuha ba sila or gusto ba nilang maglaro sa PSL?
They want.
Yeah,
to.
Neil,
If someone would get
Neil,
them.
wala akong problema, and I think Chan and I agree on this. Wala ako, like Popoy Aktob, he's a great player, not bad. Yung problema ko, Neil, is you're saying that if he wasn't the Kobe ng Pinas, he would make this team? What are you trying to say here?
Yeah, I'm just saying that if even though he's still an influencer and is not, the usual swag, the usual Kobe ng Pinas narrative about him, maybe he can still be on the team. If he's still an influencer, huh? If he's still an influencer.
Neil, yung point ko is this guy doesn't deserve to be a pro. Based on his skills. He does not deserve to be there. I swear to God. Your point is the only reason why people are hating, correct me if I'm wrong, huh? Yung point mo is, the only reason why people are hating on this Kobe ng Pinas guy is because he's calling himself the Kobe ng Pinas. And he has already drawn hate towards himself. If he wasn't, your point is if he wasn't that, people would be happy he's on here. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, maybe there's a lesser hate.
Neil, is he better than Kid Jimenez?
Of course not. No.
And Kid Jimenez can't even get himself a team, or Kid Jimenez is still in the process of getting a contract done right now. And it's not even like a done deal yet. But this guy is running around there already on this team. I don't know if he has a contract or not, but he himself is on this team. Is he better than Jeff Goodes?
No.
Okay. Is he better than Shane Menina, who doesn't have a contract right now?
Nope.
Is he better than JB Mantilla, Shaq Imperial? He's not. So there's like a list of names that I can go through, and you can honestly not tell me that he's better than any of these guys. But for some reason, you're okay with him being there. I don't care. I don't really even know this guy, to be honest with you. It's just the idea that what I see on the court does not translate to how good other players are and how much those players deserve to be more on the court than this guy. Simply because he's a funny guy on the internet. He's not a good hooper. Can he hoop? Anybody can hoop. Let's be clear. Anybody can be a hoop. Neil, you can hoop. Chan can hoop. That doesn't mean I need to turn pro and take somebody's livelihood. Just because I'm an influencer. Doon ako nagtataka yung sinabi niya na okay lang. No, it's not okay. Tumi lang ha, hindi okay. You think he's better than John Galinato?
John Galinato. Oh, the UC guy?
Oh, that was another one. The NU guy.
Oh, no, I don't know him.
What about Will Nacoloni?
Oh. Okay na.
I-leave na siya.
Yeah? What about Will Nacoloni? So again, we can go through a huge laundry list. We're probably just gonna keep saying no. But those guys are not in the PSL. This guy is. And we're watching his highlights in a 3x3 league where he's going up against other
Yun nga
influencers.
yung sabi ko na Everyone can join that league. But it doesn't mean na kaya mong gawin. Need mo siyang gawin.
I love what Joel you did here, man. I swear. What?
Mark fingers. I understand.
I don't agree with Fingers here. I'm not afraid to tell Fingers that that's a stupid thing to do, man.
Kasi,
You sacrifice the credibility of this league for clicks? This brother does not need to be there, bro. You're not. I can name a couple of guys in the NCAA who are not in the who are not in the PSL right now or playing pro level ball.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash Enriquez. Reynard Humamoy. King Gurtiza still working out a contract. These are current guys. They're popular too. They're really good. They're hoopers. Very good hoopers.
Yun nga.
Yun lang yung sticking point ko, Chan.
These guys need to understand that basketball is for everyone, but you have to realize that there are certain levels that you should understand na hanggang dyan ka lang. And this is already professional. So, clearly when they play, it's obvious that they don't belong to that level, the level of a gap between level of these players were way far.
I got a name. This is gonna be sensitive. Is he better than JJ Hasalem? Take note. You might catch an elbow on Monday.
I know.
He's not better than JJ, no.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah,
very careful. I saw him on the way out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, as what you said, Chan, basketball is for everyone, and the word you said na hanggang dyan ka lang. That really, like if sabihan mo yung player na ganyan hanggang dyan ka lang, that will,
I think you missed my point, Neil.
Hanggang dyan ka. That's the word kasi that
I think you don't understand my point. And
he's not good enough to be there. That's my whole point. He's not good enough to be there. He's not that good.
There's a certain levels of basketball. I think people would have done like what you said early a few days ago to me na, brother, para pasingot level na lang dito. Can you get my point? Like you have to accept sa imong self ba nga ami man iduwag varsity ang gid pang varsity pang MCBL ra mo gid ko pang Bolergo ra mo gid. You have to understand, although nindot man lang, it's a nice idea that you can achieve a professional level, but at some point these players have to realize that this level of basketball,
like maybe even you, Chan, you dream to be a part. You dream to be in the Sisafi.
Sisafi would be
you dream to be in a Sisafi. You dream to play like in a higher level.
Also, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But then again, as what Japheth said, they're out of their.
They're out of touch and out of depth, I think. Yung point ko lang is, I think his whole MO good is, if you can, why not, diba? Yeah. And my point is, and I think it needs to be, it goes without saying, good, because it kind of, Jesus Christ, he had a free throw. Shit. God, man. I can't. Neil's whole position, good Chan, is that if you're, my whole MO is like, you don't need to be there, man. Like, unless here's what I'll level with you. Unless you're actually better than the guy that you beat out the spot for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go. If cause on the video I went on to say na wait, di naman talaga. Mikey Reyes is a content creator. Mouse Bautista is a content creator. Jonathan Mayo. Tommy is a content creator. I'm not saying these content creators. Marty Pierce is technically a content creator now. So I'm not. Huh? Chrysler Palangat. Very, very good shooter. I'm not saying that content creators shouldn't join these leagues or can't join these leagues. I'm saying that unless you actually beat out the guy that was supposed to get your spot, you don't deserve to be there. Alam mo yan? Because there's a laundry list of dudes who would love to be there for basketball and the actual essence of basketball, and because they're actually really good hoopers, but are not because you took that spot because you're a funny guy. You're not there to be a basketball player. You're there to just do what they did. Be viral on the internet for all the wrong reasons. Yan lang yung point ko. If you're good enough, sure. Sure, wala akong problema. If this was Mav, if this was somebody that we've seen prove himself to be a very good basketball player, again, going back to Mav, going back to Tommy, let's say Chris Lure, let's say a very slim, somehow trim and fit Jax Bautista, I can agree. Wala akong problema dun. Because they've proven that they have the experience and they can actually play. But these guys can't. Honest to God, they can't. Not including Jonah Renz. If the best you've ever done in your career is go up against other influencers who are not in shape, not actually good ball players, never played high-level basketball, or never gotten to a point where they were chosen to be in a position where they could play high-level basketball, then I don't know what you're doing here. That's my whole point. And I think we can all agree with that.
I agree with that.
Okay.
No matter how harsh I sound, Neil.
I don't know. Arms weight, Jesus Christ, man. This is a guy who pays this is the guy who scored like 100 points because he owned the other team, and
he
they
plays
just
for
gave
the
him the
other team.
ball. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Are you even playing or are you just shooting?
Have you seen his highlights na parang baby defense lang ginagawa, hindi talaga.
It's like what I do in Ground Zero. You just put a hand up or something.
When we played during the Windsor All-Star, like when the Windsor guys played against him seriously, like
Wala, it was a
he had a really hard
Kareem
time
somehow managed to get the rebound. That's the funny thing to me. Somehow Kareem got all those rebounds
against Troy pa, no?
against Tro, and we had the dunker guy, si Bolsever.
Ball of fair.
Bolivar, there's Bolivar. So, all right, let's move on from this because we're gonna be here all night if we talk about this too much. But a lot of really good comments. Oh, here's a good comment for you, Niv Salas. I'd rather choose Neil's shooting form than Harms. That's good. That's good stuff. BP Tablason, this is actually a good one. They will kill the dreams of many hoopers because even if you work hard, it does not matter because if someone is hype and viral, they will take your spot easily, even if they're. That's the whole point. That's my whole point. Like, if you worked for it, I got no problem. If you somehow cut in front of the line because of nepotism, influence, what have you, then we have a big problem. Like, I have a really big problem with that. Because there are so many guys who work so hard to even just get noticed by the team owners by the team owners who own teams in this league. And all this one guy did was be a funny guy on the internet, be a joke, a clown on the internet, be a court jester, so to speak. And now you're on the team? How the hell is that? How is that fair to me?
For the stories of varsity players who have nearly 300 pesos left on their pockets.
Yeah.
Showing the practice.
Yeah. Well, I think it was. I remember in the NBA, Shabazz Napier. In the Philippines, Paul Artadi had a story about that.
Fingers. Sorry.
Yeah, Pingles had a story. UE during his UE
He
days.
has no money left. He had to go to practice. Tapos yung pinapakain sa kanila is yung whole day na pagkain niya is yung guy lang sa
Yeah.
doesn't have any money to spend the rest of the day. Imagine those sacrifices. Tapos you'll just be after you graduate, you try to be pro, and you don't get a spot because these guys were way far famous than.
I don't know. All right. So we're going to move on from this. Let's go to the NBA roundup. Question now to the panel. Does anybody really want Jimmy Butler?
Yeah.
Do the Lakers want Jimmy Butler? Do the Warriors want Jimmy? The Memphis Grizzlies? I found it hilarious when I read online that the Memphis Grizzlies were a suitor for Jimmy Butler, but Butler was like, no, I don't want to be on. First of all, you don't really belong anywhere right now. Not in the Miami Heat, and you're in some position to demand where you want to go when knowing your skill set and your propensity to just actually. This is where I get annoyed. Jimmy Butler has given up on so many teams. This is the only team where everybody saw how great Jimmy Butler was. But for whatever reason, behind closed doors, between him and Pat Riley, things did not work out. And now Jimmy Butler, again, for I think the third or fourth time, needs to be shipped out because his personality is somehow now deteriorating the team. So we had it. Chicago was a bit different. I don't know. He moved on to, I think it was Philadelphia, then to Minnesota, and then to Miami. I could be wrong on the timeline, but those are the Butler jerseys that I remember. And all those instances outside of Chicago, he was booted out because he had a terrible attitude. There was Minnesota, and then it was Philadelphia, and then he was calling everybody soft, and then Jimmy Butler 2 finals appearances later with the Heat in 2020, and then in 2023 against the Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. Chan, where do we see Jimmy Butler ending up, in your opinion?
So hard because aside from the attitude thing, I think his contract is so hard to and he wants to go to a contending team. So let's say for example, it would be stupid enough for Pelenka if he would try to trade for Jimmy Butler. I mean, he had to let go. He have to let go the depth of the Los Angeles Lakers in order to match the contract of Butler. I think Butler's contract is near 50 months, so it's so hard to try to make a trade unless the straight swap. So I think if Jimmy Butler would be traded, the best team that would match would probably be Phoenix, and it would be involving Bradley Beal. That's I think the safest way to do. The safest way to deal with Bradley Beal. And
Bradley Beal, Neil, is also on the trading block, and I cannot think of two more polarizing figures to be on trading blocks. One where I don't know where both fit really. Bradley Beal is a scorer. Okay, cool. Think of a high-end Lou Williams. He's tall enough. He can, again, really get a bucket. But over the years, throughout Bradley Beal's career, he's never really played winning basketball. We were supposed to see that with him and John Wall back in their Washington days, but then John Wall got traded, and then the downward spiral for Washington started there. So, Neil, Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal, let's start off with this. Where do they fit?
First, let's go with Bradley Beal. No? So, as what you've said earlier, Bradley Beal is a scorer. So, let's just say Jimmy Butler will talagang out na siya sa Miami. I think that Bradley Beal will be a perfect fit for Miami because he's again as you said, he's a scorer, and then Tyler Hero, I cannot say that Tyler Hero is a good scorer. He is good, but sometimes he's an inconsistent player. From day in day out basis. And then you have Jaime Jaquez as well. You still have Bam Adebayo, and then you add Bradley Beal for scoring purposes. I'm okay with Bradley Beal ending up with Miami. For Jimmy Butler, I think the Suns. I agree with Chan here. I agree that Jimmy Butler will eventually team up with KD and Devin Booker, because I don't know if you see my shout out. I mean, again, follow my page Hoops Hub. I don't know if you see or you saw my post in Hoops Hub on what Stephen A. Smith said, that the Phoenix Suns are soft right now. Like they are, nobody really paying attention with the Phoenix Suns right now. Even though you have KD, one of the greatest scorers of all time, you have Devin Booker, you have still Bradley Beal in the current timeline, and I believe that Jimmy Butler will change the in a eagerness aspect. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's even a word. Eagerness aspect.
Eagerness is a word.
Yeah, eagerness and aspect is just a word. I'm just not sure if that's a correct term. But if you put Jimmy Butler in the Phoenix Suns, maybe the narrative will change because of Butler's defensive tenacity. And as far as you remember, this guy carried the Miami Heat team.
So you want them to swap?
Basically a swap, yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Basically a swap. Because if Jimmy
Hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because if Jimmy Butler will go to the Phoenix Suns, the Suns already have two scorers in KD and Devin Booker, which is good. If Butler will go to Miami, you already have like two or three scorers already.
Butler will
We
go
have
to Phoenix.
Terry Rozier.
If Butler will go to Phoenix.
Butler
Beal go to Phoenix.
Beal
Beal
go
will go
to
to Miami. Sorry.
Beal go to Miami. So you already have like two level scorers in Terry Rozier, Jaime Jaquez, and then you have um, the other guy again, Tyler Hero, and then you have on the defensive end you have the second year man Kaleo Ware, and then you have Bam Adebayo. So basically, and then you have Jovic too, which is which honored the best player of the game in their previous game against I don't know Sacramento maybe. So if you add Jimmy Butler to that squad, I think Miami is still a playoff team. And then if you add if you add Bradley Beal on Miami Heat, it's still a playoff team. If you have Jimmy Butler on the Phoenix Suns, it will be a different story for Phoenix. Imagine KD and Butler. KD's scoring, D-Book's scoring, Jimmy Butler's tenacity. I can say Jimmy Butler's a good leader too. So probably Memphis. Yeah, probably Memphis.
How do you feel about Jimmy Butler on the Spurs?
Nah, I don't like it.
Like it?
Yeah, I don't like Jimmy.
I can see it happening though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Outside of that, of course, so these are the biggest trade rumors right now. We're all waiting in anticipation to see where Brad Beal and Jimmy Butler will end up. Another thing that we got to talk about is, are these two teams for real? The Oklahoma City Thunder extend their 15-game winning streak. They lost. It's done. The Cavaliers extend their 10-game winning streak to 11. The Thunder fall to the number 1 seeded Cavaliers. The biggest question is, are these two teams for real? Because I don't know what happens during playoff time. The Cleveland Cavaliers, to me, Chan, did not do a lot in the offseason except get Darius Garland healthy. Donovan Mitchell's been playing great. Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley have elevated themselves, but not by that much on the defensive end, but it has been enough for them to really climb atop the standings in the Eastern Conference and the whole NBA. And they've been playing great. Well, they've been playing really great as a team. Ty Jerome, Karis LeVert, Isaac Okoro, they came, and even Dean Wade, he's been terrific for this team. I don't know, because my Final Four, I talked to Miggy about this earlier. My Final Four in the East looks like Boston, they're obviously going to be there. New York, dark horse, the way that team is built, it's built to contend with Boston. Mm-hmm. If we see a Boston-New York semifinal, that could ultimately be the winner of the East. And then you have Milwaukee. Giannis and Dame, the experience that they bring during that time is going to be super important. I can see them making a semifinal. And then I have Cleveland, if they make it there. So every other team, like let's say you have the Pacers, the Sixers are just in a disarray right now. Nobody's really expecting them to be anything. I can't see Atlanta looks good, but they're always up and down. You don't know if Trae Young, because of how perimeter oriented nowadays teams are, with guys on these four that I talked about having zone or the perimeter heavy guards like Drew Holiday and Derek White in Boston, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby in New York, and then you have on the Cleveland's end, or in Cleveland on the Cleveland Cavaliers, you have Isaac Okoro and I believe Karis LeVert, who now plays a 3-and-D role for them. So the Final Four for the East looks like that. Are the Cavaliers really for real, where we're going to see them go and make a deep playoff run this year?
Yeah, I think Cavs. I think I agree with you. Your top four, the East. Cavs would probably, the least they can do is reach the Eastern Conference semifinals. I think the Cavs right now are really playing well. Their ball movement is really good. Credits goes to Coach Atkins.
Yeah.
I think
Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, Kenny Atkins. Like he somehow copied the patterns that implemented it. Then I think Cleveland. I watched the game versus the Lakers, the Cavaliers. Like it's so hard to defend the Cleveland Cavaliers at a 3-point spot because the way they move the ball. And defensively, I think Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley after for the Cavaliers in defense. But earlier, I watched the game between OKC and Cleveland. I think OKC just really missed the presence of Chet Holmgren and Alex Caruso. Both players were there. I think Cleveland
can you imagine?
would lose that game. Because if you look at OKC, like
They're
really good defensively.
They're built so good too.
And their offense, they're good. They have good shooters around Shea and
Dort.
look at their
You have
What
J-Dub.
the
J-Dub.
edge of, I think, OKC and the other team. Because somehow OKC is somewhat like offensively like Cleveland, but defensively they're built like the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they are. I can agree to that.
So hard to beat Cleveland, OKC right now. It just so happened probably because of the home factor.
Yeah.
And yeah, the missing OKC. Both teams were healthy. I think Cavs cannot beat them.
Do you believe OKC is the real deal, and do they win the West this year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for Dallas, without without Luka, and then inconsistent Kyrie, you have the inconsistent Clay as well. I think OKC is for real. I think they have like a 15-game winning streak without Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
So imagine if Chet Holmgren was there, and then you have
Yes.
Alex Caruso, who's currently injured as well. I think the only center that they have right now, like a pure center, is Hartenstein. And to me, Hartenstein is underrated as one of the top 15 centers in the league right now.
There
Because
are not a lot of centers. That was a very
yeah, because
that was a very carefully
Yeah,
worded line there.
in the top 15, top 15.
I could see that happening, to be honest.
Yeah, if everyone remembers what Hartenstein did in the playoffs before the injury, or maybe in the regular season
Knicks?
for the Knicks, he was a beast. Like he was like a
Offensive
like
boards.
David Lee on steroids, man. Like I don't know. I mean, I like Hartenstein, and then again, if there was Chet earlier and there was Caruso, I think maybe the OKC Thunder will extend their winning streak, and 100% yes, they're going to win the West today. Not really today, but this season.
Okay, a couple of comments. Nestia Bailon. If Jimmy Butler lands with the Spurs, it's like adding hot sauce to a slow cooked stew. Fiery, unpredictable, but undeniably exciting. I don't know if hot sauce to stew is exciting. I think it's spicy, but I'm not even sure.
I can't imagine
Imagine beef stew with hot sauce.
and Chris Paul at one team together, like
I don't know.
egoistic players.
True. Sorry, hit being playoff grit and mentorship to win Banyama, but the Spurs risk their quiet rebuild going full drama. Okay, I'm kind of torn with that because I think Butler would be fine with the Spurs, but I don't see that happening. Our Knicks really let go of Hartenstein. Swerte ng Thunder. I thought when the Thunder got Caruso and Hartenstein, I thought they're probably gonna make the West Finals because that's the only thing they really needed.
I don't see the West.
Who are they beating?
Who?
Who are they beating?
I mean, anybody. I don't see the Nuggets winning, especially if Chet comes back. I don't see and Caruso gets good. So you're looking at a lineup with Shea, Caruso, Dort, Jalen, and Chet with Hartenstein, Wallace, the other J-Dub, and the Isaiah Joe in the back.
Yeah.
Who's Carson Wallace, by the way, is one of the top defenders right now in the NBA on the perimeter as well.
Yeah.
So your swaps are crazy. You basically have the same Boston Celtics lineup. Think about that. So because in Boston you have Drew White and your boy Jalen Brown, and then on the Oklahoma City Thunder you have Shea, who's also a very capable defender, very good defender also. Remember, he started off as a 3-and-D guy for the LA Clippers.
Yep.
Right? So you have Shea there, then you have Dort, who's a very, very good physical defender on the perimeter, and then you have Caruso, who everybody knows is a very, very good defender. And their backside help is Chet Holmgren. Like, that is a very good shot blocker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see anyone from the West beat OKC unless this Western team would make
I don't even see Denver. Denver is not going to do it.
even the Rockets right now.
Rockets are
two.
the Rockets are the Cavaliers last year. Like, they're really good, but I don't know if they're going to win.
The Rockets would be killed because of experience.
Experience and the fact that they take really horrible shots sometimes. And in the playoffs, when the intensity is high and all the chips are on the table, you really need to take good, smart shots.
If you look at the game between the Rockets and the Lakers, the Rockets almost imploded. Not for that Max Christie blunder.
I thought that was a timeout, too. or Max should have just lobbed it. It had Ben Vliet on him.
If
Lob
not
it. Why
for
would you
that,
pass it to the face?
But the thing there is that exposes that the Rockets still lacks experience.
Yeah, I can agree.
And yeah, I don't see anyone from the West that would beat OKC. Probably the East, very tight at number 1 to 4.
Mm.
That's what you said earlier. In Cleveland, Boston, probably the Bucks, New York.
And
Right off as far as the West is concerned, it's a runaway for the Open.
yeah, and we talked about it in the previous episode too, brother, that if Shea gets the MVP and wins the championship the same year, he could be the greatest OKC slash Seattle Sonics of all
I
time.
really predicting the greatest of all time.
No,
I got Durant and Westbrook still.
the greatest. If he wins the MVP, the finals, and probably the finals MVP, it will be the greatest.
You can argue.
OKC and Seattle Sonics of all time.
But the thing there is,
Can he?
despite the number one
Yeah.
teams fighting, doesn't get that much done at
Well, I think this year because there's so many. You know how everybody stopped complaining about what's wrong with the NBA all of a sudden. All of a sudden, like, oh, they just stopped complaining, didn't they? It happens, even with the NFL. And there was an NFL comment here. Hold on, let me get into this real quick. Somebody really said that. Where was this? Where was it? Here. Cleveland Cavaliers is like the weakest 1 seed ever. Just like how the Kansas City Chiefs are right now, and they are not a weak number 1 seed. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. And you give Patrick Mahomes just a variety of weapons to throw that deep ball and that short pass to. They're not a weak 1 seed, man. Just think of how Tom Brady was. Were they ever a weak 1 seed when they were the 1 seed? No, they weren't. Because Tom Brady's that good. And I think Patrick Mahomes is that good as well. And the Cleveland Cavaliers being the weak number 1 seed, I can't really say they're a weak number 1 seed. They're probably, again, going to make the semi. And then we'll see whether or not they are really structured to win it all. Because, again, to me right now, it's Boston because of the way they're built. Defensively and offensively. Then you got New York. New York, to me, is just sleeping through this whole thing.
agree to Tibbs.
I don't know why Tom Thibodeau is not rotating his lineups more so that they get more minute variance. They're not getting minute variance. Some of these dudes are playing 45 minutes a night again, which is to me just stupid. Like, sub these guys out.
But how Tibbs use
Josh Hart on a rant.
pag
Going back, right? So I don't know why Josh Hart or Dylan Brunson is 5 minutes. One day against the Charlotte Hornets. What? Give the brother some rest, you know? Let the other guys hoop too. You got 8 other guys, or you got like 10 other guys, Tibbs. I don't know what you're doing.
kapasok.
Yun nga yung ano eh. Yun nga yung that's a problem with Tibbs in Chicago. That's
Yeah,
what he
they-
did with Derrick Rose. That's what
Too top heavy.
that's why Derrick Rose was banged up, you know, injury after injury kasi hindi siya pinapahinga ni Tibbs eh. Panalo na eh, na-injured pa eh.
Ray
Talo
Bagongon.
tuloy.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
If the Memphis Grizzlies are healthy, they can meet the Thunder. I don't know. There's not much that has changed from a plus perspective for the Memphis Grizzlies. Santi Aldama is not the up or the plus that we think he would be over like Steven Adams or Brandon Clark. Maybe Marcus Smart is great, John Morant, that backcourt, and then Desmond Bane at the 3, Aldama, and then Triple J. But I don't think they don't really match up well with the perimeter. They don't match up well on the perimeter.
Grizzlies are the same. I think structure of the Grizzlies are same team with the Lakers. When the Lakers were 7, don't treat Memphis outdo well. Okay. Then again, I would say that if some team in the West wants to probably beat OKC, should make move.
They're
Interesting.
still not in the trade deadline yet, so
There's a possibility. I think Deuce McBride is on the trading block for the New York Knicks. I think not Mikael Bridges, sorry. There was one
Miles.
other guy.
Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges? No, Miles Bridges for the Hornets?
Oh, kinsa man din.
I thought Mikael Bridges, but no, he's not on the trading block.
For now, I think there are so little on but the West taking a trade. One I'm sure is
I was about to ask.
center.
Who's the most viable center outside of Dwight Howard, which they should have done last year?
right now.
You can trade for. I don't know if you can
Right
trade for
now?
anybody. Walker Kessler is still available
They
on the trading
can-
block.
they
Get rid of
still
Jackson
can.
Hayes. That bum.
And they still can get Jonas Vult. But they need to let go of.
He's a
somehow
bum.
They need to let go of Vanderbilt's contract and also probably Rui. But
Damn. I think Rui is. You
but
know what I
they
think,
really
Chan?
need Rui though.
Here's the thing, Chan. Rui and Austin Reeves. I gotta talk about these two real quick. Rui Hachimura just brings enough size and shooting that the Lakers don't want to trade him because he brings that, but he doesn't bring good enough defense. We have to admit he's not that good a defender. Now, for me, the Lakers are compensating for 2020 with Austin Reeves because they let Alex Caruso go. The problem that I'm seeing is that Reeves is your third scorer on that team, but he's not good defensively, which is what you need. Because they let Reeves go there for a little bit and he went off like 36, 25, and then 28 and something like that. I see the offensive ability of Austin Reeves, but in an NBA where you're looking at the capabilities of your five on the floor, so you're going to need AD. He's a great two-way player. LeBron is old. He's not going to play defense, let's be honest. Reeves is not, he's a willing defender, but he's not great. He's not great. Hachimura is not a great defender either. And then the fifth guy is basically variable. It can be anybody. Again, I'm not letting that... Who is that guy who keeps trying to kill Bart in The Simpsons?
Oh, the old guy.
No, the guy, the big hair. Basically, that's Jackson Hayes. So Jackson Hayes is not capable. Vando, I don't like. Reddish has tried so hard to be that 3-and-D guy, but he's just not as good.
He lacks the 3.
He lacks both, in my opinion. He's not as good a defender. But then now we have Dorian Finney-Smith, who's probably going to be that. Very good. I've seen the defensive highlights. At least he tries. And he's not bad at it. So let's see what happens for the Lakers. Now, going from the NBA to a little bit of local vocal flavor. More of a tragedy, more so than a celebration for sure. Just when we thought, Chan, we were on the come up, Gilas Pilipinas was on their way. We get
Dominate
set back.
Asia.
We get set back 5, maybe 10 steps with this one. Kai Soto has now been confirmed by multiple outlets, including the Japanese B-League team that he's on, to have suffered or to be suffering from a torn ACL. Unfortunately for Kai Soto, he will have to go through the regular process of rehabbing his knee after surgery, which will take, honestly, it takes about a year. It takes about a full year from the date of the surgery. So that means he will miss multiple Gilas windows or multiple windows for FIBA and for the Olympics, including the ones set up for next year. All we can do right now is really hope for the best that his that his surgery and that his recovery and rehab go extremely well, where his timeline can be moved up to start playing contact 5-on-5 games again. And of course, the mental aspect to us all, we still hope that Kai Soto can maintain that mentality where he can be. But right now, because he was arguably the best center in Asia. I'm not gonna lie, he was probably the best center in Asia. Yeah, I saw the video.
15 points, 10 rebounds.
Yeah, I saw the video. I don't understand. Did his knee slam to the ground, or was he cut off by someone like a la Jalen Duren?
That injury is more so if yung mga non-contact is ACL just snap. I don't know what's
After
maybe
that,
because of wear and tear. I really don't.
that happened after the landing.
I think
And
he
his
just
knee
tried
just
to
broke down.
pivot. Tried to pivot. He pinned right leg
And it
landed.
yeah,
Knees just gave in.
so scary.
And Coach Carl told me that 90%.
Most likely, because once the ACL snaps, basically now the rest of the fibers or the tendons are holding it up, and if you're not careful, like Baron Davis, you could just shift to the
I really
And
hope
then
that
the kneecap.
his move.
the start, but
Crazy.
just I really prayed. Just pray. When I watched the video,
There was no way it was not an
oh
ACL.
wait, it's not. But when let's just hope that Coach Timpon, in fact, he would never see the best version as we die and eat to do again together
I kind of agree.
under him. So
I mean, now it's Kiambao and Tamayo. Like,
that's why there are clamors that try MB.
I'm not mad at Quinton Malora-Brown. I've been lobbying for QMB.
I
I think he's great. More better than Mason Amos for sure. Amos I don't get him. I don't get where he fits. Unless you're an explosive stretch four, and the four that you occupy is one on the defensive end where you bring good physicality and rebounding. I don't see you leapfrogging QMB.
Let's just hope that when these FIBA games comes, AG Edo would leave.
It's always injured.
AG Edo this time, more so when Kai is.
I don't know. Well, again, prayers up for Kai Soto, torn ACL. Now let's move on to the fight game. Again, I gotta talk about the fight game. All right, can we get the graphic for the fight game? Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan. I can't even really pronounce the last name of this guy.
Turkmenistan guys or
Look,
Russian guys?
I did not really dig into this too much because anytime Islam Makhachev has a fight, Islam is scary, man. This is a man who, you know how some guys feel like they can go into the UFC and beat some guy up? Islam is not one of those guys. Islam is one of those guys who, if you piss him off and he says, I will kill you, take that seriously. Not with a grain of salt, take that seriously. This man is dangerous. But of course, Arman Tsarukyan is also not to be outdone. I think this is a very good matchup. I think if Arman can win this somehow, he catapults himself into actual contention, and where people can take him a lot more seriously. He'll end up in bigger fights. But for Islam, this does not necessarily move the needle for him. He's already established as one of the best UFC fighters currently in this organization. Islam easily, arguably round 2, expect a knockout. I've called it like, I need my accuracy on this. I need my stats for this. I need my stats.
You won with the John Jones one.
Oh yeah, round 2. John Jones round 2.
Yeah.
I won that one. That
You're
was
not even
easy.
here that time.
No, I made a bet, and I pretty much won that bet too. Pretty good bet. John Jones round 2 TKO.
Yeah.
I knew
Against
with the fight.
Miocic?
Yeah, against Stipe. There was no Miocic because Miocic does not take you to the ground, and John Jones is not really one that wants to take you to the ground. If he can win with just stand and bang, he will. And I was like, well, there's no way Miocic is gonna beat him stand and bang, and you got to beat him another way. John Jones's biggest weakness is actually the ground, but the funny thing is that's not much of a weakness because he kind of is like he's Anderson Silva stand and bang with near Khabib Nurmagomedov takedown. Well, that's how I don't know how you beat that. I don't know how you beat that. I really don't. So the best way for you is, well, what's the weakest link here? You can stand and bang with John Jones, but you're talking about a very skilled Muay Thai, very skilled boxing, very skilled Taekwondo fighter in John Jones. Now what do? So you try to take him to the ground. His wrestling is up there, as we've seen against Daniel Cormier. He's a very capable wrestling. He has got very capable wrestling. He's got very capable jiu-jitsu. He's super capable when it comes to submissions and countering them as well on the ground. So this is where Dana White goes back to the analogy. If John Jones and another guy were in a room and one had to come out alive, chances are it's John Jones. But I'm not counting out someone like Islam Makhachev, who will probably do his absolute best to die first before he will actually let that happen. But in this fight, expect Islam Makhachev to take this in round 2. I am torn between it being a TKO or submission, considering Islam Makhachev's abilities on the ground and technically up off the floor, but this will most likely be a TKO. I don't see Islam really going for a submission. With the arsenal of submissions that he has, I don't see him trying to go for it against Arman. I think he's going to try and knock him out, get those teeth out of his mouth for sure. All right! That's the fight game. That's UFC. And now we move on to everybody's favorite part of the segment.
Neil versus Jack.
After Neil has enjoyed 2 weeks of solemn, probably divine level silence, peaceful Thursday nights, we have come to everybody's favorite part of the show. Right, can you move us to the fast break debate? Welcome to New Year, Pits and your Prit-it-it. Here we go.
I'm excited that
I hope, because we made the comment last week that a lot of our questions, or the other week where a lot of our questions were kind of subjective, it's kind of opinion, it doesn't really cause a debate. It's like your point versus my point. All right, cool. Neil, the questions.
And hold on. Shout out to Klang Klang, no? Okay, he posted a picture before. I mean, maybe last week about LeBron, And then he said that,
Are you friends? Facebook?
oh,
Of course you are.
tapos hindi nyo ni number 1.
Uh,
Yeah, because we put LeBron in the
last week.
top 10,
First
top
segment
5.
that we picked top 1 to 5.
Yeah, first
To
top.
5, 10.
Yeah,
No, the GOAT?
No, rank the play.
Rank the players?
players.
Ah,
We
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
put LeBron
Yeah.
top 5.
Mm.
When
38.
LeBron had his 40th.
Yeah. And we also put CJ McCollum on the bottom, and then
he scored
the
50.
next day he scored 50. Oh my
Hindi
God.
namin nilagay sa top 50 kasi injured parate. So
Yeah.
let's
Here's the
drop
tier. Here's the
Yeah.
tier. Here's the tier.
them. And we dropped them.
Yeah.
Let me see the tier. I can't really see much.
Jax in fact put Harden, Paul George at
The bottom. Yeah, the bottom.
Harden and Paul. Jax. He's not very serious when it comes to stuff.
and
Let's be
Chris
honest.
Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul deserves to be like the bottom 340.
You know what? Bill told me, what if Bucks trade for? What would Japheth? How would Japheth react?
What was that AI image right there? Let's talk about that.
That's our
Wait, top 5. Okay, here's the top 5. Who was that? Shea, Jokic, Giannis, Tatum. Is that campaign?
Donovan
Mitchell.
during that time,
What time was this? Yesterday?
a few weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Davis, LeBron, Durant, Steph, Trey, JB. Who was that? Kyrie?
Yep.
Kyrie ahead of Luca?
Because Kyrie was Luka was really injured.
Yep.
I don't know though. Okay, LaMelo, Carl ahead of, is that Russ? That's Russ.
Yep.
Garland, Mobley. That Cade?
Yes.
Our picks was based on the player.
Yeah, so there are some players na hindi namin sinama.
Kasi hindi nila nilagay.
Hindi nga natin nalagay si CJ eh. Nasa nasa empty list nga siya eh.
Damn.
And
Edwards.
then all of a sudden, he scored 50.
Sorry, so I'm just going through the list, guys, before we go to the fast break debate real quick. So I got McCollum and Mobley, Cade. That's Edwards. Edwards this deep is interesting because Kai and Luka are not playing as well as Edwards. I will argue that. Towns being top 15 is kind of correct, but JB not being ahead, or not JB not being top 10 or ahead of Trae Young is a bit of a problem for me because I genuinely believe JB is. Then you have Draymond Green. Now I know this list is trash.
Sunod-sunod yung tatlong war.
This again. So you have Draymond, Poole, Clay, Dame. Damn. We have Dame behind Draymond Green. Everybody on this list deserves to be ahead of Draymond Green. Even if that's Mike Conley by the bottom, it deserves to be ahead. Bam, Domas, Fox, Morant need to be up. Wiggins, Booker. Anyway, all right, I'm done with the list. All right, let's go to the fast break debate. Go ahead, Neil.
Check. Medyo tricky man to siya, Neil.
What tier list am I supposed to be looking at? Is this the tier list that you guys made? Alright, so the GOAT convo goes. Well, thank God, Neil. Did Neil make this list or some other guy? Where's Kevin Garnett, Neil? Money Ray? Sakto ni Ray? So we go LeBron, MJ, Kobe, Magic, Jabbar, Russell.
And you know what?
Kid?
Neil, I really need to argue with Neil na dapat ilagay si Kobe a legend. And I told him, if there is no Kobe Bryant in your top 5 GOAT convo, your list.
I can agree. Mikan? Is that Mikan? Mikan?
Hindi ko nga kilala yung iba yan.
Where's Duncan? Why is Duncan there? Why is Pippen high IQ? Is that Chris Paul? This list is trash. Let's move on. I'm not. There's no way on earth that is a list. It's just not. I'm done. All right. You're read the topics. I don't even want to look at it. Go ahead. Chris Paul? Fuck no. Go ahead. No. Hell no. Okay, maybe. I'm not a hater.
You're gonna choose Chris Paul or Long Bomb?
Long bum joke. Give me Chris Paul. Of course, give me Chris Paul. Again, I'm not a hater. Not a hater like that. But okay, go ahead. Debatable. Okay, but I'm willing to hear the other questions. Why would you rather she think about you? We talked about this earlier. So that's done. Alright, scratch number 2. Right? Next slide.
Is currently averaging.
Hate the two stocks.
I hate stocks too. True shooting.
I know Anil would always.
Why does this sound like he set this up?
He's gonna say yes.
Who's guarded?
Because the other next questions are trash!
Robinson. Green.
Ooh.
That's what you are.
Ooh. What?
Anil is going
What?
to say yes.
We did?
And I
When did you win? Who?
and
Yeah, well, Mike didn't say much. Mike's words in 2 minutes were like 10. I can do number 5.
any other Mike.
I can actually say it. Who's the number 1 if it's between these 4?
Jokic.
Jokic. Ah, correct. That's correct. Wow. I like number 5. And I'm going to say Giannis. I'm going to say Giannis. Yeah.
And KG man said.
Yeah. You had Dirk and KG in your GOAT list, didn't you? Stand on business.
Top 10.
Stand on business. Yeah. You think you're going to pump fake me with number 3? No. I want number 5.
Tataog na bito ka na before?
Let me guess. You want to pick number 3 and you want to say yes. He's a top 10 player in the league right now. I think he does. And I think I am amenable. 25, 10, and 4 with 5 stocks per game, 61% true shooting. And you're on the side that Wemby should be a top 10 player.
Second po yun lang.
Because I can actually see it happening because right now it was the 5, right? So you got Jokic obviously there. That tier list you saw earlier. So you got Jokic, Tatum, Shea, Luka still there, of course. And then you got Giannis at the 5. That's the top 5 in the NBA right now, and arguably. Then you go AD. Because if that's the case, that means he's going to be in the second team All-NBA. We're basically saying he's a shoe-in to be second team All-NBA. Alright, so you got AD, who I think has been balling out this year. Austin Reeves joke. No, not Austin Reeves. I kind of want to say Cat. Cat would be there, but he's not that. They're not that good.
Hard to do.
I can see it happening. I can see Victor Wembanyama if he maintains 25, 10, and 4 with 5 stocks, 61%. No, I did not think it was a top 10. No, I stand on that.
But if he maintains.
But if he maintains that, yes, that's a top 10 player in the league stat line.
Agrees.
Well, we can't debate it. Yeah, but we can debate number 5.
5 and 1 na lang.
What was number 1? Tyler Hero and Bam.
Yeah. 5 and 1.
What's your take? Because I can agree. I'm okay with this. I'm not a Wembanyama hater. I like Wemby. I just think that before the season started, he was not top 10 because you expected something from Durant and LeBron and Curry. That kind of booted him out of the top 10, including JB, Brunson, and Brown. So that was your 5. So we booted Wemby out to, like, let's say 15 or 20. But now, because of Wemby's performance and because the Spurs are actually in the playoff hunt, I can agree to this where we can say Wembanyama is a top 10 player in the league if he maintains 25, 10, and 4 with 5 stocks. Again, stocks is such a corny Because I actually want to know how many steals and blocks. You know, Chan. It just doesn't. It's stupid to collate style steals and blocks. Yeah, it steals and blocks. Yeah. Yeah. The fucker stocks.
Also, that
True shooting is like free throws, threes. I mean, it's combined, so he's shooting that well. So I can agree with number 3. I'm not hating on number 3.
1 or 5.
1 or 5. What's the take on number 1?
What's the number 1 again?
Can Tyler and Bam be the cornerstone for the Heat? I don't think they can.
Yeah, I don't.
Alright, so it's number 5.
Yeah,
And I'll take Giannis. You got Dirk and KG in your top 10. Stand on business now. Stand on business. Stand on business. Stand on business.
I need to argue with these 2 players.
Hey, you can take both Dirk and KG. I'll just take Giannis. Give me Giannis. Yeah, you have Dirk and KG in your GOAT top 10. I don't have Dirk and KG in mine, and I definitely don't believe that they're better than Giannis.
In other words, you believe that Dirk and KG is better than Yan.
He believes. I believe Giannis is better.
Best power forward ever.
Yes. I believe so. At this point in his career, yes. Giannis has done more than both Dirk and KG.
Okay, fine. Let's go number 5.
Alright, well, do number 5.
Giannis.
I pick Giannis. You have your stick to your top 10. You can argue 2 guys. I'll just pick Giannis. Or you got Dirk, Mr. Maverick, and KG. Oh.
Ano kung si Japheth imo ka-debate, ikaw mag-research? Kaya kung ako imo kong researchan.
I don't know about that. Gabe?
Fine.
Because I can agree with number 3. It's not. I'm not an idiot. Like, okay, favorite to win deep. Yeah, I can see that happen. I can see that happening.
4-day debate. Shout out to Askas for beating Thailand
Again?
for the first time after 53. But we lost eventually.
I found it funny when you debated this and you picked that he wasn't, because if the barometer is MVP, that obviously means he was.
I still.
Was he? Yeah, definitely. He won MVP. What are you talking about? I'm not on his side. I'm just on the side of the fact. Like, yeah, he was definitely the best player in the league. That's inarguable. What's there to argue? He won MVP. Not like Joel Embiid, where we're like he was like a sympathy MVP. There were no narratives like that surrounding Tim Duncan when he won MVP. Oh yeah, I can agree.
I still won't.
Still not.
I still can't see Tim Duncan.
Was he the best player in the league?
Yeah, the question is best player.
Because I thought, do you want to argue instead Tim Duncan versus Shaq, who is the more dominant player? Because I'll argue for Tim Duncan.
Because there's a difference between most valuable and MVP.
If we continue to create that separation, I think the danger there is that we'll continue to keep devaluing MVP. Because let's say right now the best player in the league is Jokic, but the MVP is Shea. Well, why are we not awarding Jokic because he's actually the MVP, the most valuable player in the league, when that is the definition of an MVP? Diba? You have to be the best player in the league. How are we defining what the best player in the league is, or who the best player in the league is? Diba?
This was the time when Neil researched on me live. Like I don't have anything, and he just took it.
Do you have research for number 3? What did you have? Number 5.
Obvious.
Did you have number 5?
No,
yeah.
I think also in the research, like I think the Duncan thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Duncan thing.
He researched on.
You had
That's
research
why
on
I told
Duncan?
earlier, nga ano kung ako imo ka-debate kay mag-research kasi.
Well, to be fair, he's done that multiple times. He even had ChatGPT, Niv, he had multiple people help him out. Alright, go ahead. So the argument is, do you agree that Dirk and KG are better than Giannis as the second best power forward ever? I can argue that Giannis already has surpassed both Dirk and KG. Meanwhile, Neil will argue that Dirk and KG are still arguably the second best power forward ever. We can probably say behind Tim Duncan. Alright.
Yeah, ikaw na.
Ako na?
Yeah, you're the first.
Alright. Bri, I'm gonna go first. Give me my 2 minutes. Whenever you're ready. And no one knows where Mike hit the timer. Ako na. Giannis. He'll argue for both Dirk and KG.
Ilang tanong na si Neil.
So I am already of the belief that Giannis Antetokounmpo is already up there, if not there, as the second best power forward ever. In an ever evolving NBA, we've seen Giannis dominate, where he won an MVP, he's won Defensive Player of the Year, he's won a Finals MVP, he's also won a championship with the same franchise with the Milwaukee Bucks. Statistically, he's already surpassed both Dirk and KG, I believe, in points, rebounds, and he's getting up there as well in blocks. The one thing that I love about Giannis is that he has the defensive tenacity of Kevin Garnett. At the same time, he has the offensive dominance of Dirk Nowitzki. And what do I mean by this? Whether you like it or not, because he doesn't have a jump shot, you're not stopping Giannis getting to the rim anyway. This was evident back in 2021 when the Bucks won the championship, where he simply bulldozed his way en route to a Game 6 50, I think it was 53 points or 55-point performance to seal the win and the championship for the Milwaukee Bucks. Dirk and KG have their weaknesses. Dirk is not a very good defender. Matter of fact, he was always hunted by teams, and he also has a lot of blemishes on his record. So when we're talking about the defensive end for Dirk Nowitzki, he was hunted by teams, or he was always problematic when teams are fast. This is why the Mavericks lost against the Warriors when they were the number 1 seed in the NBA. They lost to an 8-seeded Warriors team because they played super fast. Dirk Nowitzki, and apart from other defensive liabilities on the Mavericks, he was just not able to keep up. Kevin Garnett, though, the problem with Kevin Garnett is that the only time he ever won a championship was when he went to Boston. That was in 2008. Prior to that, even with a stacked lineup during the time in 2004 to 2006, where he had really good lineups, Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell, he had Trenton Hassel, he had, I remember, Troy Hudson. He had very good players on his team. Wally Zerbiak was an all-star even that one year. He could not take them over the hump. Giannis Antetokounmpo was able to do that back in 2021, where he had Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, who, by the way, were not all-stars that year and who are not even all-NBA players, but he managed to take them all the way to the finals and win an NBA championship for a franchise that has not won one since the days of Lou Alcindor or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When you factor in holistically what Giannis has already achieved for this one franchise versus the asterisk that both Dirk and KG have had over their careers, where Dirk Nowitzki, again, not necessarily able to win a championship, although you can argue that he won one of the best championships ever when he beat the Miami Heat in 2011, albeit the disappearing act of LeBron James, and against probably one of the best big threes of all time, and Kevin Garnett, who could never win one. Till he made it on to the 2008 Boston Celtics, where he combined with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. Again, Dirk Nowitzki, the biggest asterisk also here is that he also technically combined with 4 other All-Stars, talking about Jason Kidd. Not really 4 All-Stars. You can argue that they were already past their prime, but were still very, very much capable. Jason Kidd, Sean Marion, Tyson Chandler, former Defensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Stevenson, who was one of the best 3-and-D guys at the time when they won the championship. So holistically, overall, I think Giannis is actually just a combination of both Dirk and KG, and we're still seeing his career progress. And I think that's the best part about watching Giannis take this particular title already ahead of Dirk and KG. I didn't yell, huh? I was very calm, very good with my whole discussions. I think I did very well there.
Yeah, later.
Oh, I think I will. I'm not counting that out. Go ahead, Neil. No comments. I think so far Giannis has more accolades offensively, defensively, so he's more valuable. And the GOAT power forward, that's VP Talbason. MVP should be most played games, which is unfair. They're going through it. Because a bunch already asked, like, do you agree that Dirk and KG is over Giannis for second best power forward ever? Why not clank on yourself? Good, 2 minutes. Let's go. Game, timer. Ding, ding, ding. Go ahead, Neil. I wasn't counting on you yelling. they're very capable. Best hard carries. I'm gonna stand on that. Yeah, one of the best hard carries ever. Yep. 2008.
Very young.
MVP in 2004, I believe. But they didn't win. So did Giannis against Toronto 2019.
But I got it.
As a good,
Nice.
as a good solid player. What are you talking about, Neil?
I'm still, you know.
I see. Are you like what are you right now? A Pentium 1? What are you?
So come back. Or not.
Yep.
What I'm saying is,
Mm-hmm. Really? I can't agree.
Giannis,
How did he have a different impact?
different.
So you're saying KG's impact is beyond Giannis's impact for the Bucks? Yeah, when you're saying KG's impact is better than it is above when he was with the Minnesota Timberwolves than Giannis's impact with the Bucks. Even if Giannis won a championship with the Bucks. How is that logical?
Yeah,
How is that logical? How does that make sense?
because
When?
Giannis,
Wavelength? What are we talking about? What the hell? Wavelength, John! What is wavelength and basketball logic? What is that?
KG, when Giannis,
Wavelength? Are we friends?
KG,
Languyab?
walang sama.
Dinijowa wavelength? What?
When KG, and I can,
What age? What age? Or what part in KG's career are you referring to? What is different? Define different. KG Minnesota.
KG Minnesota.
So
Giannis was, how old is KG?
I think he was 30, 29? Because it was 2005, I think. 2004? I could be wrong, huh? 1996, 1995, 2003 or 4. One of those 2 years. Oh, he was fairly young, to be fair. Yeah, so was Giannis. So was Giannis.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Are you talking about Giannis or KG? Braun, Harden, who had one of the best statistical years ever. What? No, he was not injured. He was there. He was up against Harden, who had one of the best statistical years in on the offensive and ever.
Hold on. What's that
From a tenacity perspective. Also, we're using adjectives now. Oh my gosh. And you think that's enough for KG to be ahead of Giannis?
And Dirk as well. Dirk has the offensive capability. You mentioned earlier he's not a good defender. I agree. However, he's giving problems against his defender.
Everybody in the NBA technically does that, Neil.
Against his defender, and again, man.
Again?
I think Dirk and KG
Why?
over Giannis. And
So wait, KG.
come to think of it, man. Giannis, I agree with you. Giannis is still not done. Is done. His career is still progressing.
Right.
But you can call yourself the second best player.
I think he already
or
is.
Second power forward, best power forward.
He already
of all
is.
time if you're not done yet.
Well, he currently is. That's the same way we argue for LeBron being in the GOAT conversation is the same way we're arguing for Giannis right now and Dirk and
Yeah,
KG.
it's different. It's different because Giannis
it?
still has a long way to go, and LeBron
And I think that
is
already.
progressing.
But I'm also
LeBron
saying-
is already
Yeah.
probably will retire in 1 or 2 years. So that's a different.
Nah, I
thing.
don't need a shout. I think this is too easy. So, Neil, my point is, Giannis already at this point in his career, and even not done yet, which is the craziest thing about this whole argument is, he's already better than KG and Dirk ever was for their teams. Your whole argument with KG is that he was just more tenacious. Am I right? What is KG better at than Giannis?
Well, KG. Well,
Apart from being tenacious, because that sounds like something sexy. Tenacious.
well, KG already proved himself as a power forward that he's
In
not,
what way?
he's not basing only on attacking the rim, only playing low post. He has a jump shot. He has
A two is a two. A two is a two.
He has threes.
Statistically, Giannis is.
He has threes. KG, if you
KG
ask me
has
who I'm
threes?
gonna KG, yeah. Back in Boston?
Neil, a two is a two. A three is a three. Giannis has a better points per game average than KG over their careers.
Right now, because Giannis already improved his shooting.
Well, that's
But
that's
before-
the scary part about this. When he didn't even have a shot, you were not stopping him from scoring anyway.
But here's the thing.
In reverse. You're going in reverse. Right. I think that's okay. We're good. Go on. Sorry, Neil. You're kind of going in reverse here, because when Giannis came to the league, he actually had a very beautiful jump shot until until somebody gave him too much whey protein. I think someone broke his jump shot. His shooting coach. But that's the scary part. Even when he didn't have a jump shot, nobody was stopping him from getting two. The same way you couldn't stop Jabbar from scoring two. The same way you couldn't stop Shaq from scoring two. You couldn't stop Giannis from scoring two.
Yeah, but that's the
Didn't
thing.
matter.
That's what makes KG better than Giannis.
It does not make him better, Neil.
In a very young
How does that make him better?
Even though
we look at Neil-
even though KG is yung rookie pa siya hanggang na-trade siya sa Boston, the shooting percentage for the jump shot is there. KG already has a 3 points. Giannis just recently improved his shooting. Maybe
And you couldn't stop Neil.
a year ago.
You
That's
couldn't
what
stop him
makes-
from scoring anyway. And because even when he didn't have a jump shot or whatever we're seeing now, he's a jump shot, you could argue that he was developing it along the way. Even when he didn't have that, he was already winning championships, MVPs, winning defensive players of the year, and he was also carrying his team all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Meanwhile, you're arguing that because he has a jump shot, he's better. The farthest ever got when he was the main guy, when he was MVP on the Minnesota Timberwolves was the Western Conference Finals. He only won when he had Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo, and Paul Pierce. That was when he won. How are we quantifying who's better here? Just because somebody has a jump shot? You couldn't stop Giannis?
Yeah, not really.
So diba? So so far the only thing you have KG and Dirk over Giannis is KG's more tenacious and Dirk is European. That's your only. Meanwhile, for everybody watching. Again. So meanwhile, for everybody watching, I've laid out statistical. I've laid out from an awards perspective. I've laid out from just a pure dominance perspective from at their biggest peaks. And meanwhile, by the way, we have not really even seen. This might be peak Giannis we're watching right now in this year because he's thrown himself back into the MVP argument. He is one of the best two-way defenders. He was one of the best two-way players of all time already because of his length, athleticism, and what he brings to the floor. He's able to defend all five. When I say all five, that's including Shaq. All right, that's including Shaq. I'm not sure how well he'll fare against Shaquille O'Neal, but I'm pretty sure that he'll make it a little bit harder for Shaq because he's also one of the strongest players in the league. And again, he's got a better touch this year than he's had in recent years. Dirk and KG cannot say that about themselves. Dirk, again, you agreed, poor defender, but again, your only argument for why he's better than Giannis is because he's European. KG is tenacious. Outside of that, if I'm looking at it from an objective perspective, what are those two better at? Or what have those two done that you can say they clear Giannis compared to what I've already argued why Giannis clears the two of them easily?
Okay. But I'm back with my old self, man. I don't know why. But yeah. But I still think that Giannis is still not the man behind Tim Duncan.
I'm not arguing TD. Like TD's pretty good.
Yeah, because
it's hard to argue TD.
It's stating in the question, second best power forward.
Yep.
Second best power forward. And if it's not actually, I know we're arguing with Dirk and KG over Giannis.
I'm not arguing TD, huh?
yeah, Dirk and KG over Giannis. If Dirk and KG is not an option, I'll put Chuck over Giannis in there. I'll put Charles Barkley over Giannis in there. Second best power forward of all time. Oh my god.
Sige, you want Chuck?
Yeah. But you don't dare that Chuck over Giannis debate because we're arguing with Dirk and KG.
Fine, put Chuck in there. Oh my god.
That's my
Sige daw, kung si
Sige daw, Charles. All right. So we're no longer arguing Dirk and KG. He wants to go Chuck. Go ahead.
For the sake of argument.
For the sake of argument, tell me why Charles Barkley is better than Giannis. I don't even know where this.
Because he's the round
man of rebound. Oh my goodness. But no. Tell me why Charles Barkley is better than Giannis. Sure.
Because he ate a lot of donuts.
This is not an eating contest. This is a basketball contest, Neil.
I'm saying because I'm saying it. I don't know. Is Chuck even a power forward? Yeah, he is. Okay.
One-time MVP. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's actually it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So, are we arguing with the Chuck?
Yeah, you want a Chuck? I'll give you a Chuck. I don't care. For the sake of argument.
I'll Chuck.
Sige, Chuck.
No pressure.
Because I think I already won, but alright, go ahead.
I'll Chuck. Because, as what you mentioned, Chuck won an MVP.
1992.
He's part of the all-defensive team. He's an all-star.
Charles Barkley.
Fact check, please. He's part of the all-defensive team.
Charles Barkley, defensive team.
Yeah, all-defensive
I didn't know that either.
And then he's
part
of the all-NBA. Alright. Faced Michael Jordan in the Game 7 finals against the Bulls.
Who cares?
Okay.
Game 6, by the way, not 7. Jordan never went 7. Game 6.
Oh yeah, Game 6.
Mm.
Alright. And then if you talk about skills, man, if you talk about scoring, Chuck is undersized as a power forward.
So?
But he can what Giannis is doing right now in terms of rebounds and scoring, Chuck can do like 1.5. Like Chuck will have an edge over if Chuck plays right now this era.
He'd get his ass kicked because he couldn't really shoot that well.
But he.
That's true. Yep. I think if Charles Barkley played now, he wouldn't. He'd be like 10-5 at best. Like Kenny Lofton. Not PJ Tucker, because PJ Tucker can shoot. Kenny Lofton probably. I say Kenny Lofton. Or one level down, Zach Randolph.
But going back.
What of all?
Yeah, but
statistically and
going back with
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, but going back with Charles Barkley, nobody actually remembers who this guy is.
Nobody cares about Charles Barkley.
The guy that's the thing. Nobody cares. Nobody remembers Chuck nowadays. But if you remember, Chuck was a different animal back in his prime.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's better than Giannis.
Every people right now, especially the younger guys, only knew Chuck as the fatso eating donut in the or in the NBA TV podium. How does any of that help his case? Yeah, that's a laughing stock for the new generation right now.
Right.
If you talk about power forwards that can score, that can defend, that can rebound, that's what Giannis is. That's what Giannis is.
So are you arguing
known for?
So because I can easily argue Dirk, KG, Chris Webber over Charles. Chris Webber, and I hate Chris Webber, huh? I have him over Charles, but are you saying that
problem with Chris? Yeah,
Moses Malone. You have Karl Malone. Sorry, you have Karl Malone, but I'd have easily over Chuck. But you're just saying, what you're rambling on about is just aesthetics, to which do not necessarily equal his output. Yeah, he's short. Cool. Yeah, he was a very good rebounder, very capable rebounder. Cool. But statistically, over the course of his career, he didn't do as much as Dirk. He never led his team to a championship. Never.
So you're teaming up with me with Dirk and KG?
No. I'm saying Dirk, KG, Webber, Malone over Chuck. I'm not putting Chuck on any list.
Who's your top 5 power forwards of all time?
Duncan, Giannis. Probably, I like KG's two-way ability, so I'm gonna go KG, Dirk, probably C-Web. Oh no, KG. Yeah, KG, Dirk, Malone. That's the 5. I don't have Chuck anywhere. I don't have Chuck on the top 20. To be honest with you, I don't have it anywhere. Because statistically, I can't. Why am I putting up? Why am I talking about Chuck?
That's really the problem there. Because
Statistically, what has he done?
Because I don't study Chuck stats.
Why did you bring him up?
Yeah, I don't, because I can see that Chuck will be ahead of Giannis in today's NBA. I can see that.
This is the guy who.
He will be.
What?
He will be in the second best power forward if he played with the same level, the same intensity that he has.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I really can't agree with that because Charles Barkley, Chuckles, the round mound of rebound. Was a one-time MVP, can sort of shoot, was more of an inside player, physical. Again, he was more known for rebounding because he was like a prodigy of Moses Malone, and Moses Malone was all about he was the chief of the boards, whatever you want to call him, right? So, and if he played in today's NBA, it's like a Quincy AC with a jump shot.
What?
Yeah.
Quincy AC?
Yeah, Quincy AC with a jump shot, or I don't know, it was a Triple J probably. But he's not even, because he's not that tall, Neil. And we've seen how undersized players, if they're not able to space the floor correctly or well enough in today's game, how they're so obsolete. The idea, I'm good, that a lot of 90s guys and 2000s guys think that they can just physical their way to the rim. No, that's not the case, because there's 5 guys in the paint. You're not going to get rid of all 5 guys every time for 48 minutes. That's just not a reality. You're not that well conditioned. You're not, like, even if you put on 100 sliders, it's not like those guys are not going to find a way to box you out. There are not a lot of guys. I'm just being honest, man. Like, I don't think there are a lot of guys because the one barometer being, can you shoot? And if you don't have that, you're not gonna make it in today's NBA. Now the second part is, so what do you bring to the table that are intangibles? So we have guys like Clint Capella, who's more of a rim runner. We have guys like Andre Drummond, more of a rebounder. So these guys are very isolated in their functions. But even then, they're not putting up massive numbers the way that their functions dictate the way they should be. So Charles Barkley is a rebounder. Probably not bad shooter, and he can run, but is nobody stop? Of course, if you're because Charles played from like 15 feet or 20 feet down. You're talking about him playing on the perimeter, not necessarily on the block. And he's got taller, more athletic guys than the cocaine-filled 90s are guarding him. That's just the truth. That's what they kept bragging about. Like, guys were drunk and they were high. How is that our fault now that the guys are more serious with their jobs? Yeah, but so it's ridiculous to me. Charles Barkley, I don't know. He's not even a top 15 in my opinion. Where are we putting Chuck? So many guys ahead of him.
Who's your 10? Who's your 10?
So I had like randomly, right? I had Duncan, Giannis, Dirk, KG, Dirk, and then Malone. And then I probably would go Weber, Pau, correct? Pau. Not really Pau. I guess Pau is like you can.
Chuck?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Going through the list in my mind. So I have Pau. Yeah, that's fine. Pau sounds such a good name to just get out there. Because the 2000s were when the power forward really was a thing. I don't want to say Rashid because maybe Chuck over Rashid. I want to say Rashid. Rashid wasn't that good, to be fair. I'm not an idiot. Then I'm just going through so many power forwards in my mind.
Speaking of Rasheed Wallace, you saw my post, right?
I saw your post, but we're not talking about Rashid. So maybe I don't know where I really put Chuck. Because maybe I don't know enough power forwards. That's the thing.
See.
No, I don't know enough power forwards. If I start remembering the power forwards a lot better, I probably have a better answer for you. But I definitely don't think Chuck is anywhere like 15, maybe 16 or 17.
I can understand.
Bernard King, yeah, Bernard King.
I can understand if you don't put Chuck on your top 5, but top 10?
No.
McHale.
I have McHale over Chuck. Bernard King over Chuck. That's a 10 right there. August All over Chuck. Yeah, hell yeah, easily. August All over Chuck. Somebody who has a championship ring. Somebody who brought a lot of two-way ability. Somebody who actually also dominated his position when he was there. Against, by the way, the guy we were arguing about early on, which is Kevin Garnett, in Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals. Mind you.
He wasn't traded for the Lakers. He was.
True, but it is a team game, is it not? But then in the context of Giannis Antetokounmpo, he won it despite not having an All-NBA team member and an All-Star. That's the context I would take Giannis.
Chuck on Philadelphia. Chuck
Didn't win.
Entered
Didn't win.
in a 3-year stretch. Entered the Eastern Conference Finals. But
Didn't win a championship.
Didn't win. So
Didn't
is
win.
Pau in Memphis.
Yeah, but he won a championship with the Lakers. Why are you talking about Powell in Memphis? I don't care. I like what Powell did over his career. If Chuck won a championship and he was one of the best guys on that team at least, you have to also consider that when Chuck went to Houston, where they teamed up together with Hakeem and Scottie Pippen, they didn't win jack. They were one of the worst teams because it was basically a reunion of seniors. It was horrible. It was one of the worst teams ever constructed that had the most hype surrounding it. It was a horrible team. You have Chuck, Scottie, Hakeem, and I think there was one more old guy on that team. It was a horrible team.
That's the only problem with Chuck's career.
No, even in the days after when he was in Phoenix.
When he was in Houston.
When he started motoring down, he was no longer serviceable.
But when he was in the Sixers and he was in Phoenix, he was arguably second to Michael Jordan. That's the best player in the
Well,
league.
he was the MVP when he was in Phoenix. But Neil, there are so many guys who won so many things in the '90s that I can arguably tell you that they wouldn't fit in today's game. Not only would they not fit in today's game, they would not succeed in today's game. Even if we backdated to, let's say, 2005 onwards, they would still not, because they couldn't shoot. They had a very, very specific and varied skill set. And what I mean by that is they could only do one of two things super well, and they didn't necessarily contribute to winning or actual basketball. So you're talking about rebounders, setting screens, being physical, quote unquote physical, and not really having any function outside of that. That was the truth in the 90s. You had very specific guys who did very specific things, and a lot of them would not make it in today's NBA, where so many guys had to be able to do so many things. Talk about a guy, let's say for example, one guy who in my mind is just weird. Sam Hauser on the Celtics shoots, rope comes off screens, creates gravity, all these little details, but nobody in the 90s can actually do what Sam Hauser does very valuably for the Boston Celtics. Same with Peyton Pritchard, Austin Reeves. I can go on and on. But your whole argument with Chuck is just aesthetic, because for some reason you got in your feels about Charles Barkley, and they are obviously in your mind not ahead of Dirk and KG. So why are we even saying that Charles in today's time would be ahead of Giannis, who is arguably and probably is already the second best power forward in NBA history? I was so shocked. Charles Barkley? Karl Malone Seguro, there would have been an argument because he's one of the best scorers of all time. Metrically, factually, statistically.
Yeah. Got five.
Wavelength. Ano yan? Tsunami? Even Niv is like, what the hell? That was Niv Salas, huh?
Same wavelength, but same or different wavelength, but like different vibe, different like different personality, something like that. That's what I meant. Then man, tough man. I accept the L, as always, but I can't. I it is blasphemy for me that you didn't have Chuck on your top 10.
I made my top 10.
Weber over Chuck, bro.
Weber, yeah, Weber.
Weber.
I like Weber over Chuck.
Over Chuck, bro. Never entered the finals. Never entered or never have an MVP over a guy who's carrying the Sixers and the Phoenix. Oh man.
Weber was very good for the Kings. Super good.
It was, but you still can't defeat the Lakers. You can't beat the Lakers.
Didn't beat the Lakers. I agree. They didn't beat the Lakers, but Chris Webber was a lot more skilled than Charles Barkley. That's also true. As we now know, Tim Donahue,
Nah, that's in a different.
That's a true thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
true. Tim Donahue admitted to it.
That's a different aspect, bro. That's in a different aspect.
No, but Neil, that's also true. And Giloto on Game 7. That's technically true. That's true.
Who's that referee again? Billy?
No, Tim Donahue. Tim Donahue.
Tom Donahue. Day.
Tim Donahue. But if Giannis is better than compared to Shaq, who will get the voucher? What voucher? Talking about. All right, so you take the L. You said you take the L.
Yeah, but let's see the polls first.
Okay, let's see the polls. Polls then. Polls. If people misunderstood this to be Duncan, I'd be so pissed. 15-7. That was an easy victory for me. Do you want to argue the Wembanyama thing? Sorry, go ahead, Jen. Yeah. Who's Bangun? Rayman is who's Bangun? Best power forward of all time. Tim Duncan, Bangun, Charles Barkley. Bangun.
Bang on Charles Barkley.
That's disgusting. People on this show know how much I hate Draymond Green. They really do. Div Salas, only player in NBA history to record triple-double without points and a quadruple donut stat. How about Draymond Green, Sir Jaff? See, just don't. I was having a good night, not yelling. My voice is controlled. Now y'all want me to yell. Should we go to the booth? I'm just saying. I don't know. Yeah, we could go. I could go.
You want us?
Do you want us to do like a live show? Oh. Yeah. You want us to go to the booth? Well, what do you have for us, Mom Jack, on that day? By the way, thank you for the win. And then we're probably gonna go to break, right?
But we're still talking now.
Wait, no, we'll go to break and talk to Mom Jack.
Sige.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for the dub. We're gonna go to break.
Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined, each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live, virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor. Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined, each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live, virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor. Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined, each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live, virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor. Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined, each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live, virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor. Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined, each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor. Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined.
So again, next week at Fuente.
If you're there, holla at your boys.
Probably Azzy or us.
You're gonna want to see us. To be I like it. I'm excited to do it because I've always wanted to do it. I've seen so many content creators do it. I think it's time that we did it. I honestly think, and this is the perfect time. Sinulog, it's festive, it's chaotic.
Or
No. No, maybe we can make something up.
name a player until I make a
Well, I think there's so much we could do. I'm very excited. That's why we need a phone with heavy memory. We're probably gonna be there till 10. No, Jax is, I think he needs it. Yung parang ano lang, yung phone, basta phone siya, and then it has a lot of memory because it's gonna be a lot of videos to go through. Right? And like just compiling everything will be fun to do. In all honesty.
can use.
Yeah.
Need that Boya thing.
The boy, I have a boy mic. I think we can switch. Yeah, we can do it. All right, great. I'm excited for next
See
week.
you, Puente Osmeña.
Oh yeah, we gotta go back to one. We're gonna give you guys an opportunity to win.
Puente Wednesday. They're gonna be prizes.
5 p.m. 5 p.m.
We're gonna
Parking's
roam
gonna be
around
horrible.
there, so they're gonna be prizes.
Yeah. Na may dizer, anak Ma'am Jack.
Windsor merch.
May dizer. Ano yung dizer na kumuha ng mga tao ganun?
Promodizer.
Ang babes, andun. Okay, kanya ba?
Kanibala din.
Kanya ba na? Eh, nasa la Kelly or whatever. Hey, get us that guy. Yeah, because that's actually their job. I used to manage that now in my previous life. Na mga dizer. So I always tell them, our goal is to get 100 people to go to X. So you need 100 people to go to X. I don't care how you do it, just get 100 people over here. In my previous life. I call it my previous life. Anyway, let's give these guys a chance to win 500 pesos worth of wins here credits. Aubrey, slide it back before we went to break. This is one hell of an AI graphic.
Minnesota Lynx.
Lynx? Let's say it's the Wolves.
To the duck statement. Alright.
Alright. I don't know what this is. This is the next game. 500 pesos worth of wins here credits. Somebody said Kevin Garnett. No. Cat Hoops.
See.
Carl Anthony Towns?
Okay.
I mean, it's a cat. Is it not a cat?
A wolf?
Oh. It is. It is Carl Anthony Towns. It is a cat. Carl Anthony Towns?
Somebody got that.
I think somebody did. Yeah, actually, somebody already got the answer. It's Riz Cregon. Somebody said Kyrie Irving. Kairi. Kyrie.
Yeah, the cat with the wolf's color, but it could be New York already.
Correct. I mean, it's technically also New York color. It's blue. But he's not a cat.
It's a cat.
But he's not a cat. That's the problem. But that's our problem. It should have been a wolf then. That's my point. Neil, it should have been a wolf, diba? But it's a cat, so that's me called it dance. And you can't say it's Edward, it's not a wolf either. Alright, do we have another game? Or what are we doing for the next one instead of the fast break debate? Oh, we have one more. Okay, one more.
Oh, easy.
Oh,
Joker, that's...
gonna be easy.
Are we guessing or are we playing for them? Let me guess. 500 pesos worth of wins here credits. This one's super easy.
You mentioned the answer already.
There's so many of the cards. What do you want me to do?
The gambler.
The gambler. I don't know. The blackjack dealer.
Someone
What
got
is it? Yeah, Romel Lirio. Congratulations, a regular on the show. Nikola Jokic. 500 pesos worth of wins here credits coming your way. So wait, are we doing one more game? Knockout? What are we doing?
You know what? My 200 pesos
Hmm.
almost won me 7,000 pesos.
That's the thing, no? The almost. Kind of makes you keep want to go back.
Got broken because I forgot what he.
I think you mentioned it.
Oh, the Wizards.
The Wizards, yeah.
In Wizards.
One game, are we doing knockout? What are we doing? You do know you're still dancing, right?
What? Do we have a...
Yeah! This is how this is structured! What are you talking about?
May kasulatan mo tayo?
Yes! This is how this whole thing is structured!
It is an unwritten rule.
That the loser has to always do a TikTok. That's like default unless we change it. So prepare your body and your mind mentally. Because we have again a chance to bow it with knockout. We're gonna do knockout.
Dance with Bawi.
Whatever that means. Yeah, I personally don't know what I just said there. Give me 1 sec. So we're waiting for Bright to load up the screen with a team that we're gonna go player for player. They just have had to play for the team past or present. And if somebody does not, do you remember when we did the B-Meg? Oh no, the Hot Shots, the Magnolia Hot Shots,
Yeah.
and Justin Chua. I could have sworn he played for them.
So I'm not gonna dance today. That's
No.
gonna be-
I could have sworn, but apparently he never did. That's the thing. I found it so weird. But apparently he played for NLEX, which I probably is.
When I said Justin Chua,
Like yeah, they
when I said
kind of.
Justin Chua, I get.
That's the thing. That's what I thought too. At least it's sitting on my head, like going home, like, he did, but apparently, according to facts, he never did. Cause so maybe we confused it. I don't know. Yeah, way to plug it in.
What? He's working hard.
I like it. I love it. I really like it. I'm liking his stuff too. I'm giving him a lot of love.
Posting up.
Yeah.
So
Mm. Prime Grant Hill or Prime Jalen Brown? Who's Terrence Romeo Benavista Jr.? You know this guy? Anyway, again, not a problem. That's tricky. I actually like that question. I was gonna go off on that, but damn, that's a good one. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one because Grant Hill was a very good defender. He was LeBron before LeBron, as a lot of people were alluding to. Jalen Brown is your boy. He's great defensively and offensively as well, but a deeper bag would belong to Jalen Brown. Grant Hill would have a more stable skill set. Like he could go to like five of the same moves and you couldn't stop it. So he had a jump shot, a midi. He could shoot well from the foul line, so you couldn't really foul him, but he knew how to get to the foul line and he could drive really strong.
Ready.
I might say Grant Hill. I'm trying to say prime Grant Hill. We just never saw the best of it because.
what about this?
Wait. Ron Harper.
Feel about Ron Harper.
Okay.
The YouTube video says Ron Harper is.
No. I think it was Ron Harper was one of the biggest steals of the Bulls because they basically took away Jordan's competition, which was Ron Harper, which is fair to say.
Last one.
KD, easy. KD. Not even, I don't think you understand how overwhelming KD is.
7 foot
7 foot
with
jump
those
shot.
handle.
Fudge. There's just nothing you can do.
Pamra na ni KD ang jump shot.
I mean, yeah, but T-Mac Monggood was limited in the sense na there was a way to stop T-Mac. There was a way to stop T-Mac. There's no way to stop Kevin Durant. The only way to stop Kevin Durant is if he injures himself, apparently.
Till now, di ba?
Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. D-Mac, because a lot of his game, Monggood Neil, was so predicated on how he was able to get that jump shot off. Right? Same with Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant is just, he's so much taller. Like, I don't even know what you can do. Oh my god.
One more lap.
Idil imi answer.
I should answer. I gotta give him credit. He's doing pretty well. Blake Griffin. I think Sean was just a more powerful dunker. Blake was a more creative dunker, but he was also powerful. So those two variables, I'll give it to Blake. BG was crazy that 1 year. It was crazy. The Mozgov dunk, the Pau Gasol dunk,
Kia dunk.
the Kia dunk were all in the same year, huh? So all those dunks, everyone was waiting for what he would do next. The Kendrick Perkins dunk was in the same year. That's how crazy it was those couple of years. And the DeAndre Jordan dunk was in that same year. Who? Blake? Why would he be Hall of Fame? What for? A dunker? If that's the case, make Sean Kemp a Hall of Famer. Make Harold Miner a dunker or a Hall of Famer. Bud Webb, make him a Hall of Famer for being able to dunk at 5'4" or whatever. All right, we're gonna do a knockout.
Carter is not a Hall of Fame.
No, not necessarily.
Sean Marion.
Hell no. Chauncey? Hell no. Sean Marion? Maybe, but nah, I'm not convinced with Sean.
Chris Paul Chauncey. You gotta answer.
Chauncey.
Man, this is the only way I can get back to you, bro.
Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Nah, I'm not a Chris Paul hater. I'm a Chris Paul mega hater. Just joking. All right, now let's play knockout first. Here we go. Everybody knows the rules.
Easy start.
You. As always, the guy in the seat starts. All right, whenever you're ready, Aubrey, hit us.
Johnny Abarientos.
No, we did this already. Didn't we do this? Alaska?
Yeah.
Not yet.
We did.
Not yet. A lot
Not
of
yet,
talks.
ba?
Uy.
Oh, sorry. Brandon Cablay.
Calvin Abueva.
Jeffrey Carriazo.
Cyrus Baguio.
Sunny Thos.
JV Casio.
Diamond Simpson. Import.
Don Ontiveros.
LA Tenorio. Is it LA? Is it LA? See, I thought we did this! I thought we did this! Oh, I ran out of guys. I should have said Jerome Tang again.
But both of you will dance now because
Noy Baclao.
you lost.
No, I'll double up.
Right.
I'll double
Double
up.
up
To eliminate,
naman.
and give Neil back the dance. Give Neil back the dance. I'll double up.
Palom.
I was out, to be honest, bro.
I was out,
I was
like...
out, bro. After Noy Baclao.
You need a reserve. Or do you want to play another game? I have another game we can
The
play.
AI.
Ay, nang AI ka di ko klaro.
Yeah, the AI, bro. Come on.
I can't see. Kita lang lang team, brother. Lihog.
Are we doing another team? Alaska just keeps catching me off guard, man. I could sworn we did this before. With Jax, who always loses this
Bro,
game,
you know
by
the
the way.
screen is on, right? Oh, okay.
Sige, go.
Type
Type na lang.
Go.
Ibutan na lang notepad niya, i-flash on the screen. Alaska. I hate these PBA teams, bro.
PBA gyapon.
Please make it an NBA. You know what? Make it Fenerbahce Aura or something, or make it like Maccabi Elite there.
Panathinaikos.
Panathinaikos, like there. No, I don't even know where to begin.
Bacosa. Diamantidis.
Diamantidis?
Ora kasi
Schwarzenegger?
Or Zal, or may.
Papa Nicolau.
Alright, go.
Oh my god.
I'm out on like 2 guys.
Asitaw lava.
You play for Meralco?
Yeah.
I think you play for NLEX.
Oh, fact check.
Fact check on Asitaw Lava.
check.
Fact check on Asitaw Lava play for Meralco. I'm sure you played for NLEX. You play for Meralco? I don't think so. I think you play for NLEX. I'm sure you play for NLEX. We're was. We're Meralco. I don't know anybody on that team, bro.
He played for Meralco lagi.
Totoo?
He played for Meralco.
Where?
There you go.
He did. Okay, credits to chat. I did not know. But I'm actually sweating. I'm actually sweating.
Oh, Meralco. Asito Love.
Meralco balls, no? Alright, I only know like one guy, Chris Newsom.
Cliff Hodge.
Chokaram.
Jared Dillinger played for Meralco.
Raymond Almazan.
Tol Mercado.
Alain Maliksi.
Ryan Buenafe.
Reynal Huglatan.
Hold on, wait. Yeah, you said Hodge, no?
Yeah.
You said Hodge? RJ Hasul.
Oh,
That's a
fact
stretch.
check.
Yeah, that's a stretch,
Fact
but I
check,
remember
fact
him playing for Meralco.
Fact
RJ
check.
Hasul on Meralco.
RJ Hasul.
These PBA teams are throwing me off, man. RJ Hasul. I know he was a journeyman, so it's a possibility that he played there.
You're just trying your
Play
luck.
though.
I'm throwing caution to the wind here.
No.
No, he did
No,
not.
I didn't really shine. Jesus.
Oh my God!
You
Yes.
double up. So Neil's not gonna dance.
So Neil
Yes.
doesn't dance, I dance.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to triple up. I want to triple up. Can we stop doing PBA teams? I was like sweating. Like what? Meralco?
I'm fine with triple up. I don't know. How about this?
I need another game though. No, we can't play this game 3 straight times. That's the whole thing. Right? And I think people in the comments have names. But that was Merwin. Yeah, Sunday Salvacion. Ken Bono. Danny I can't remember.
Pasaol.
Gary David apparently played for Meralco.
Gary David, Alvin Pasaol.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did Davon Potts played for Milan?
I don't. I thought RJ Hasul. I could have sworn RJ Hasul did, but apparently he did not. I could have sworn I saw him in a yellow jersey. Brand new? Play for Meralco? The older Patrick Fran?
I remembered.
Jimmy Alapag.
Jesus, he did. Yeah, that's true.
And after he retires, Meralco still went to the finals. Still lost. Alan Durham.
Durham, yeah, Durham. Durham. Which one?
Do that job.
Dance?
Do that job.
Okay.
No. Hold on. I'm not mad. I actually that dance is pretty easy. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty easy. I do it with a smile on my face too. But I am thinking if I'm gonna triple up, I need a different game.
I'm not gonna triple.
I'm not gonna triple up as well.
I can make it mega interesting. A deal that you definitely both would love to do. You know. But I can't think of another game that we can play outside of Knockout. Which one is this? This is the Bruno one, right? This is the Bruno one? Can't believe I lost on Meralco. I swear to God, my brain is not PPA ready. If we did like De La Salle, I think I would have been able to do better.
But you.
Yeah, no, I started remembering them. I think I could do that one. That was easy. I'll dance. I mean, it is Sinulog, and I haven't. I'm probably the only one here who has never really danced, like on my own.
But you're starting your year with the dance, so
Yeah, no, it's
it's
just.
a bad sign.
I don't know.
Next week you're gonna.
Alaska and Meralco just threw me off. You know what I mean? Could we have named like Converge guys, like Alex Stockton, and then that's it for me? I actually don't know. Just in Aranya, and I stop. For a guy who covers.
Cancino.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah.
Meralco. Oh, CJ Cancino. I didn't know. I did not know. Damn. Knockout. I'm good to dance. I actually haven't. I'm the only one who doesn't dance here.
We play that game like. Few players comes to my mind, and after the game,
You start remembering.
you
You
start
start remembering.
remembering
Yeah.
players.
No, because like time pressure and you're trying to like go off like a roster.
yeah, Kelinabong.
Wait! I'm out. The last time I was here, he owes me a TikTok.
I don't know.
He does. The last time you were here. We skipped his TikTok. We skipped your TikTok. Don't why me. We skipped your TikTok.
Beer pong?
No, last time. No, don't.
We don't have consequences.
I can historically. No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I think we played a game, and the consequence was for you, of course, the same. So you actually have 2 because you lost the debate earlier. Now, just because I doubled up, that took out your 1. So we need to play one more knockout. Wait, now I remember it. Okay, so we need to play one more knockout. Para sumasayaw ako. Now, Chan can be out of it. And then it's just me and you.
Hindi ako pili. Hindi ako pili.
Because did he do a TikTok the last 2 weeks? See, that's why you sneaky little snake. You sneaky little snake. You and Jax. The problem is Jax isn't here. We have to do one more knockout kasi may utang siya. From the last. No, you do. No, don't shake your head. You know you do. You know you do. Hold on. I'll do it for the fans. Okay. I like this dance. It's pretty easy, actually. No, I'll do the dance. You know what? But you owe me one. That's the problem we have here. You owe me one. Alright, let's do it. Shit. I'm actually not hating on it. Hit me with that music. Actually do it without the guy.
Gonna do the Bruno Mars thing. Do the 100.
I'll do it for the fans.
Do 100%.
But you owe me now. Owe me one TikTok, huh?
Yeah.
He wants to do TikTok. He would purposely lose if Azzy is here. Because they would do TikToks.
Or how about this? How about this? I'll dance with you right now.
But you don't do a TikTok next week.
Quit.
He knows he owes me.
How about that?
Let the fans decide. I'll do it now, but you do it alone next week. What deal do you want? You want to do it with me?
Okay, good.
Because you get an easy one.
Yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll do it
Oh,
with
I-
you. But next week, that's all you now.
Ay, so good, Jeff.
Hey, you know what? I'll do it myself.
Because the cards is on you.
No. Because
The ace is on you right
now. I like this
now.
one because it's easy. And I think I can actually do it.
Ay, so good. Kaya na mong alas karon.
Yeah. I'm thrown off there. Alright, let's do it. Like the...
We did. Jackson and I did this.
Yeah, I got it. That's the rest of them. Answer to them. I got it. Hit me. Wait, I can't hit that part. Hit that. One more time. Okay. I can't hit that part. It's too tricky. Alright. I did that for y'all. Alright? I did that for y'all, let's be clear. But the freaking Meralco threw me off. You know, I was like, I'm running out of
But you
people.
suddenly remembered few players.
When we
game
ended, yeah.
If I were to choose when you do the triple up, I would put Taco.
Wait, where is this coming from? Grabe ka na talaga 2025. Nanalo si Bray sa NBA 2K tapos sasayaw ngayon si Sir Jaff. Wow. Oh, what happened with
Who
Bray
did you
Bray?
beat, Bry?
What happened to Bray Bray?
Sino tinalo mo sa 2K, bro? You beat Vince? What teams? Locked up? I see. 2025 na.
Ronald Gila, accept defeat as the man that you can do it. I like it because it wasn't the funny TikTok. They gave me a good one. I was good with that or APT. I actually memorized APT too.
Dapat yung bakla. Yung gaya ka, Jax.
Ano?
Yung
I can actually memorize APT, yeah. Like, I can do it here. The dance is pretty easy, to be honest.
Japheth would
She's seen me do it. She's seen me
dance
do it.
APT.
Alan, mom, your hubby ang tagal. So, I love how my wife just checks in and then adds so much pressure. Where's Mitch? Can Mitch chime in on this? Nah. Alright, guys, let's go to the comment of the night. Again, I did that for y'all. Next week's gonna be Neil. But he did that intentionally because we have a special guest here next week. Smart guy. I like it. Intuitive.
Sabay sila mag
How are you gonna explain this to Babe? Or Love? How are you gonna explain this?
I already told her. It's a professional thing.
I see. Alright, go ahead, start us off.
Alright, so right now we are gonna have the comments of the night from Vin Miguel. We all know that what Jimmy Buckets can do, but this trade values a bit like a hot potato right now. Teams are wary of his contract demands and age and the injury prone concerns, so they're offering Miami the appetizer sampler, I might say. The Suns are the only ones ready to roll out the red carpet, but even they've got hurdles to clear. Golden State also is interested, but this could be tricky. So does any team want Jimmy? Sure, but they ain't lining up around the block.
too hard for Golden State to trade for Jimmy. Like
Yeah,
Miami want Kuminga
Who are they
and
gonna trade?
Wiggins just to compensate the contract of Jimmy. And
But
I think
does anyone even want? Do the Heat even want Kuminga? Come bucket.
probably they will, but
I don't
yeah,
think
but
so.
the Golden State Warriors would sacrifice a lot of depth.
Mm.
Same goes with the Lakers if they want to get Jimmy. Then they're gonna do the sacrifice their depth because the contract thing should fit in, right? Like,
Yeah.
have you tried the ESPN trade something?
In trade scenario, like they
Yeah.
put yeah.
And the level of salary of Jimmy Butler usually don't compensate with other teams. That's why I said earlier that the smartest thing would be trade Jimmy to the Suns and Bradley Beal to I think the contract would probably
Matchup. Interesting. Marvin Bilizon to Mr. Longbomb. Please vacate the roster spot and leave it solely to professionals as we respect your spot in the parking area as well. I don't know. I feel like Marvin was there for this game. I don't know. Neil? EWD.
Gino yun nga, shout out Ralph Belangmino, yun yung shared post niya na person with these
These
abilities. Anyway,
Jeez.
Anyway, Gino De Vera, isa kasing kabastusan ginagawa nila, pinipilit nila isama yung mga bunak maglaro. Kahit hindi naman pwede sa pro, nakakalungkot lang sa ibang mga player na gusto makapasok na may skills talaga di tulad ng mga yan.
VP Tablason. There's nothing wrong playing basketball. Everyone can play, but in professional leagues, it should be skills-wise and go through a screening process. Everyone is grinding it. Famous vloggers can join easily. Professional athletes are inspiration of many, and it should be fixed as early as now to regain the respect and enjoyment of fans. Hashtag watch in Windsor. This went viral. Chan, this went viral.
What?
Alan Guzman.
watch and read former UP Maroon Basket. Yeah, I read this. Insights on the content creators. Tama siya. We are not against these people na pangarap makalaro ng league, but one thing is said stands out. Iba yung sinali ka, tatanggap ka. Kaya, importante seryosohin at respetuhin ang kabuhayan ng mga andyan. Mikey Evan commented that Gerald Anderson went through hell of a training para makalaro rin sa Pro League. That was on point. Why support these kind of people who doesn't have that dedication but just simply want to take advantage of the platform league for their own interests? Mr. Longbomb, Jonah, content and yes, but good. But yes, might be good, but as pro players, clowns. Ito yung sinabi ko, 'di ba, na it doesn't mean you can. Does not necessarily mean that you should do it.
True.
Like everyone can play pro basketball if they want, pero not everyone is qualified enough to be at that level.
Yeah, I think we even argued about it for a while there.
But he won't agree.
Because I was so shocked that you said it's okay for them. No, it's not okay. For me lang, for me. Funny comment. John Mainigo, parang ngayon ko lang napanood na sumayaw si Boss Jaff. Live ba to? Somebody said
almost
first in
1
like a year. Yeah. Somebody said replay lang to par.
Haven't we danced before?
I've danced with us because I actually also
Yeah, we danced
in the studio.
eh,
But we'd also dance. Like if I think the question is if I've danced because I've lost.
but I remembered we danced. I think Neil had a video of you.
Yeah, the
Song did we dance?
What was that?
may wang salamin but the dribble one.
Oh yeah, that was a long
Yeah, I
time
remember
ago.
that, I
But we
remember
did that because
And I'm still not part of the hosting.
I remember that.
yeah, see, he added his own bitterness to there. All right, we all know what Jimmy Buckets can do, but his trade value is a bit like a hot potato right now. Teams
already
are
read that.
oh okay, we're done.
Yeah.
So who are we
say-
picking to win?
I like the
Three
Mikey
comments,
Reyes.
right?
I like the Mikey Reyes thing.
Yeah, I like the Mikey Reyes.
We all like the Mikey Reyes thing. Go with the Mikey Reyes one. Can we go to the Mikey Reyes one?
The last one.
Last one, Bri.
Alan Guzman.
I'm not mad at it. I'm good with it. Although everybody else was so good as well, but this was really good. That was on point. Why support the game who doesn't have dedication? But that's the whole point too. Like when I did the video, like why are you? You're not only why are you, but you are here. I mean, like andito ka sa team, pero you're not here to really play. You're just here to be an act. Hindi ka naman dito para maglaro. Andito ka lang para ma-entertain yung mga tao, which is not really what basketball is supposed to be. Yan nakakainis sa ginagawa nila.
Yung perspective kasi ko, like, you know, like in our field, you know, Miggy is a lawyer, right? Not everyone can practice lawyering. So you need to
Everyone can try to be a lawyer.
Yeah, you need to work hard for it. You need to sacrifice that. You need to pass the bar exam in order for you to practice lawyering. Same goes here for pro basketball players. A lot of players really worked hard for it. A lot sacrificed time and effort. Then here comes Jonah and Mr. Longbomb suddenly became pro players. It's a smack to the face of those who worked hard for that position. Same goes with the lawyers. Like,
Even doctors.
diba, merong nga iba na nakakasuhan kasi nag-asif na lawyers kahit hindi. Same goes with this of Longbomb and Jonah Jacob. Like, yeah, like it's a smack to the face of or just I would agree with Alan Guzman's comment.
And that said, congratulations to Alan Guzman, winner of 500 pesos worth of Win-Zir credits. Did we go 3 hours on this show? 9:58. I did not know. 9:58.
It's because of the long bomb topic.
Yeah.
Their marketing worked.
Their marketing worked. It got us pissed off. I'll agree. It got us pissed
We
off.
talked about them for
We
how
talked
many-
about them as useless as they are. And I think because we start drawing the line at long bomb. Like, this is a guy who does not have any fundamental basketball skills, who doesn't even have a fundamental shot.
Not have any skills at all.
I can agree. He has zero skills technically. He can't even run.
But again, I somehow
If
agree.
you're tryout, Neil.
Yeah, I somehow agree with with the maybe it's just
1, 2, 3, go! Duck race. Go ahead.
maybe I'm just like caught in the moment because
This is
what I-
making my head hurt. Sorry.
Yeah, as what I've said earlier, I was a fan of Jonah with in the YouTube days, being with the Brusco Bros and those things. But I was convinced, I was convinced
That he can play? That he can play?
No, I was convinced that even though he already improved his game, I still don't like. Even though nag-improve siya,
Hindi ibig
right
sabihin.
now, this
Oh.
exact specific moment, I can say that he's still not ready for being a pro.
Let me ask a fair question. Plug him in so Wednesday runs. Do you think he'll dominate?
So Wednesday runs like with the Jared Bahais.
Yeah.
and
That's also a killer run though.
with the
That's a
Jared-
crazy run.
with the Jared Bahais.
The Jared Baez, the Hesalems, the kinsa pa tinanong nga to?
I don't know. I can put up some shots maybe.
Even the unfit jacks would
the,
kill Jonah.
I don't know.
the Bobby D random Tuesday City Sports runs, yes.
Yeah.
The ones where like I don't even know who these guys are.
Even the Monday runs that we played. But
yeah, because
with-
there are some shuffles where it's bad.
Yeah, with
They
tho-
would arrive during Monday run.
But with those guys, Wednesday runs like you said, you have like who Isabelo and then
Oh yeah, it's like Christopher Isabello, Joel Espina.
Even the 50-year-old Alex guy that would.
Man, again, I'm not hating on this Jonah guy. I don't really know him. I don't watch the Brusco brothers. I don't care that he likes to think of himself as Kobe ng Pinas. Because
he wears Kobe.
just because he wears Kobe's and he wears number 24 doesn't mean you are. But I just think people start drawing the line somewhere.
Wait. I want you to answer this. I want you to say it to the public media.
Public media.
Do you think I can beat Jonah? And you said yes on the
One-on-one or
one-on-one.
One-on-one?
Yeah.
One-on-one.
On to 11, race to 11.
Race to 11.
Yeah.
You're betting on me?
See, this is my problem, Chan. Here's my dilemma. I think it's best if he doesn't know, I bet on him. Because if he knows I bet on him, ma-pressure siya. That's true. Like, ma-pressure siya and then he's not gonna come through. But do I believe he can win against Jonah? I think he can.
Ganito. If there are only 15 players he chose, and it's between you and Longbam, tapos si Longbam pinili, what
How would you feel? That's the point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point, Nangyud. That's the whole
I
point.
remember the commentators when we did the Major All-Star game,
Yeah.
and Billy was really pissed off and Longbam threw a lot of
He does
long
one thing. He does one thing. His whole gimmick, his whole persona online is he's my man, whatever that means, and he chucks up a million threes. He's what's wrong with basketball today, technically. You had beef with Billy? You had beef with Billy? Didn't you have a podcast? What was the beef with Billy? So people are just beefing. People are just beefing with Billy now.
Yeah, I know. Bro.
What happened?
You know what? I really got surprised with it. He have a Dollarhid game and Boy brought him with him. Was watching-
Is Troy still here?
I'm not sure. Yeah, he's. When Billy was at the bleachers, right? He took that.
And he had it?
Yeah, during live game, and I was so scared.
So he was an alcoholic?
Yeah, and I was so scared because the game would be intense and he might do something. That's why I told Troy, you can handle it. Both of them went home.
So drunk.
We even talk about it.
Yep. Hey, who's Ichigo Kurosaki? Who's Ichigo? Huh? Before.
Carl Tamayo,
Carl Tamayo.
37 points, 7
I'm not mad at Carl. He has that capability.
without Kai.
We'll be fine.
Carl
can be fine.
Tamayo would really shine.
I told you, him and KQ. It's their time.
If he won't get in problem day.
Ah, hold on. So Niv clarified to me why Ichigo Kurosaki is significant. Apparently, it's a character on Bleach.
Mr. Long Bomb, eating bucket mo. Me and our partners, our co-admins, really raised the guys. We should stop posting about Mr. Longbomb because it seems like our page is Mr. Longbomb's.
Well,
But we're really milking.
I can't argue there, Chan, because Caitlin Clark fed us for July.
Our
September.
affiliates need Mr. Longbomb.
Yeah. Our Facebook monetization was dependent on Caitlin Clark. Like everything Clark Reese, just overkill as much as possible. Overkill that stuff, man. Like just feed
Just
them.
really spamming Mr. Longbomb until it dies.
I mean, that's the whole point. Like, not really clickbait, I would say, just content that keeps people on the platform.
But all negative comments there, so
I like it because he likes to play the villain, and he's more of a fad than an actual continuity thing.
After his first game, silent.
Because he understood people were like, "Why are you there?"
But Mr. Longbomb really don't care. Like he was really pressured by
Leo.
by Liu. He after the game he posted, seems like you were threatened by me because in a matchup talaga siya ng masyado.
Takot lang kayo makatira
Takot lang
ko,
daw
mamen.
siya makatira ng 3 points. Pero when he had that opportunity, he throws.
Bro, for everyone who's comparing my shooting to Mr. Longbomb, bro, including you, I'm gonna smack you, bro.
But your shooting form as per picture, it's better. Like,
There was a time where it looked the same.
Like, yeah.
There was a time.
But
There was a
the
time.
last time when the Maras played against the Cades, like, form was like this. So his shooting arm was a bit to the right.
Yeah.
But he's here. Like this. So
It was solid.
yeah, it's better.
It looked like a normal shot.
Yeah. Because he's,
Even Tommy told me one time, Neil shooter na.
Kilig ko. Coach Tommy, shout out.
Wait, Alan Guzman, good thing Jeff danced for tonight. Leave next episode to Neil once Azia Acosta is a guest. Neil is really willing to take one for the team.
baka purposely magpatalo yan.
No, he owes me one, so
Are we gonna debate while Ozzy is here?
I don't think so. I think we gotta structure it around Azzy. You have to structure it around Azzy.
That's good. I don't
No,
want
the same way
I don't want to be humiliated, bro.
the same the same way that we did our interview with Derek, where it was about Derek.
where I wasn't there yet.
Yeah. Again, enough with the
the thing here,
Nagsisits
with
pa,
the
no?
hugot.
I'm gonna sit.
I'm here.
Jack's gonna be there.
Where's Azzy? Here.
Hello.
No, I gotta be there. I gotta be behind you or beside you. I'm not sitting. It's gotta be Neil and Azzy lang. I gotta be beside you. It's a big enough couch. This is big enough for the two of them. Just the two of them. We're too tight if it's the three of us here. Look how I'm sitting. Look how he's sitting. Diba? Kaya na you move here, you scrunch up here, and we... Huh?
Alright, Brian, you gotta
Yeah!
house.
Put him there! Put it there! Put it there! Alright! So,
Ang daming problema sa Pilipinas. Yun talaga problema natin.
yung nga, seating arrangement. Sorry, so, Brian, everybody good? Everybody, congratulations to all our winners of Wins Your Credits for tonight. If you won 500, 250. By the way, for all those who are in Cebu for Sinulog, Wednesday from 5 to 10? 5 p.m. What? Monday?
Yeah, Monday start, but
Monday start, but we'll be there on Wednesday. The Windsor booth is gonna be loud and alive for Sinulog.
Babes probably would be there.
Yep, the Windsor Babes will be there on Monday, and on Wednesday, the three guys you see here and probably Jax will be joining us for
Anoy. We're gonna annoy.
We're gonna annoy you guys. We're gonna harass you guys. We're gonna have you guys.
But we're gonna give prizes.
Yeah, we're gonna do NBA trivia. We're gonna do so many games, fun prizes, and again, we're gonna be
Start bench cut.
not really start bench cut. Or we'll probably do start bench cut. Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll see. We'll see what the options will be as we structure out that day. And that concludes today's Grand Slam Thursday. And I hope you had as much fun as we did. Keep those eyes peeled for some major announcements, fresh games, and you know we're bringing even bigger prizes next time. Chan?
Yeah, I'm Christian. Pagka-multi, just check our page. We're gonna post some memes and a lot of like criticism to some players. That
Slight?
Neil usually says that he knows that it's not my post because the criticism is very harsh.
Yeah, I know you, bro.
Hey,
I love it! Yeah!
Senor, pretty tit.
Yeah, the streets will be rocking out here in
Our
Cebu
younger
for
days,
sure.
the
Oh, God, I don't want to go there, man.
face
One of-
paints on.
Face paint.
Yeah.
You know what? It's gonna be back at Fuentes.
I heard in Fuente, but not along the procession route. So you can't have a street party along the procession
Yeah, but
route.
the street park.
Yeah, what are we?
Best days.
What are we gonna wear? Like Lapland?
Or Wednesday?
Probably they're
We'll
gonna
figure it out.
For
They're gonna
for
give the
actual
Windsor.
sinulog episode.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Neil Ramos from Hoops Up.
Yep. What is up, guys? Once again, this is Neo. It is please for all of the Windsor fans out there, please follow my page, Hoops Up, and
That's not how you do it.
Follow my page. Yeah, follow my page, Hoops Up. I'm bringing in new videos, the highlights from today's NBA, and of course the graphics, which
He's been working on.
I'm working
No
on
more
it.
PWD players.
No more PWD
No more
players.
Quacknits.
No more
Mananangals.
No more mananangals and everything. So
Yeah,
yep.
he's getting better. He's getting better. Great. I do again want to give a shout out to Sir Raul Baron if you're watching, and to the whole 15 under team that Coach Jax Bautista and Coach Vince Orot are taking to Manila. Out to again Sir Raul Baron, Coach Vince Orot, Coach Jax Bautista, who's taking a 15 under team to Manila to participate in a very well-known tournament out there. Hope you guys win. I'm praying for you guys to go as far as you possibly can in that tournament, and best of luck to you guys. From my end, Grand Time Sports, y'all know I am never afraid to speak my mind. Whatever is hot, I do not care. If it's a celebrity, a player, if it's Neil, if it's Christian, I will light them on fire. But it's but it is all love at the end of the day, guys. From Javeth Quinonala and the whole squad here at Windsor, a massive thank you for hanging out with us. You guys are the real MVPs, and we can't wait to see you back here next week for all the Thursday magic around of Epic Games Hot Takes. Until then, Bit Senor, stay hype, stay bold. Sinulog 2025, let's go.